Welcome to Tiger Talks Wrestling. This is your host, Tony, and I am joined today, of course, by the maestro of the Murder Club himself, Yankee The Difference Maker.
Tony,
Yankee!
Tony, what's going
Yankee!
on, man?
Not
What's
a whole lot,
happening,
man.
man?
Not a whole
Thank
lot.
you,
I want to
thank you for hosting this Q&A, and thank you for having me again in Tiger Talk
yeah,
Wrestling, man. This is probably one of my favorite spots to be in.
well, thank you. Not a problem having you on here. I do want to apologize for the delay. I know we're almost half hour late getting started, but stuff
We're
happens.
running,
So,
we're running in Puerto Rican time. I apologize for everything.
and, all right, I know there's a couple people in here. Doesn't show anybody there, but there are. Let me start first with the only question we actually got on Twitter from one Adam Anderson here, and then I'll get into my own questions. See if I can find that again here real quick. Start first with the only question we actually.
Load this down real quick.
Then mute that. There we go. And what is the best experience you've had in the Indies since you started there?
Um, in the Indies, man, the best experience that I had in the Indies so far, meeting guys like Tony DeVito and guys like Corey Dillinger, and of course teaming up with Felix. Teaming up with Felix is a big thing because when I first met Felix, of course, it was with Navon, and I told him, yo, you should fucking wrestle, man. You should go in the Indies and stuff. And when we finally got the chance to team up, man, and make it work and go over with the fans, people loved it, man. People loved it, and I think that's one of the best experience that I had in the Indies so far. Able to wrestle with somebody that I know personally and that I hang out with personally,
Yeah. Probably jump into that a little bit here. I do also want to mention we might be joined by two other guys here eventually. We'll see what happens. They've got the invite, so
Who knows? Maybe three, maybe four, maybe five, maybe if Evan Blake puts his pride aside, all right.
there you go. Maybe we'll see. All right. So why don't you talk to me a little bit about Proving Ground? We didn't really talk a whole lot about it, in my opinion, on the first time you had you on, and it was just in the early stages then. So a lot has changed since then.
Yeah, Proving Ground is having like a really, I'm sorry, Proving Ground is having like this uprising, like a very fast upbringing, man. We have very talented guys, new guys, and that the show is going to revolve around. You're not going to see the same people on every episode on Proving Ground. It doesn't work like that because we want to give other people chances to be looked at and be viewed by other people and also I feel like to me Proving Ground is like a place that uh, guys that are not having the great time could come and be able to come to Proving Ground, be able to learn, experience what it is, and because it, I can't put it into words of how much talent it is in Proving Ground. There's a lot of people that are putting the hard work and dedication, and a lot of these guys are amazing at what they do, and this is where they could get seen. This is where they could have their moment of shining and their moment of you know um, being watched by other feds. Me be able to come from here and then move on and do what they have to do in their own rights.
Right.
Give me 1 second. In their own rights, man. Got my dog over here crying because he in his cage. Want to be a baby. Um, but yeah, Proving Ground is uprising very fast. We do have right now one title, and that's the Proving Ground Championship.
Yeah.
But there is going to be another title that is going to be coming into the picture. So
Speaking of which, I do want to mention on the final episode of NLBW that they recently aired, Jay Genocide did mention that he was going to be bringing the NLBW championship to Proving Ground.
yeah, I did saw it. I did saw the Jay Genocide. Congratulations on him by winning that. By the way, that's the first championship that they had, and him winning it and wanting to bring it down to Proving Ground is great. But that's not the title that I'm talking about. There is
But,
another. There's another
okay.
title that is coming into Proving Ground, man. Is a title that is beloved by a lot of people. Is a lot of people like it. A lot of people loved it. And there's one guy in the roster that made it very, very relevant.
Okay.
So we're looking to make it work, but it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same strap. It's gonna be a brand new strap, a customized strap, uh,
Nice.
proving ground customized strap. So it's gonna be something to look after and look out for. I tell you what, man, like with the type of talent we got, I'm pretty sure we could do something with that. You know what I mean?
Right. And we pretty much are still in the starting stages of Proving Ground since we've only seen about 5, 6 episodes so far. I would assume we're going to see a lot more, have a lot more to look forward to of seeing Proving Ground next.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Um, so the first season of Proving Ground, because see we when we started this season, we started it late.
Right.
So we was only able to film um all the way up to November. And that kind of sucked. I mean, in November, everybody was fucking cold, and like we didn't want to do it, but we felt like we needed this commitment for the fans because the fan has been showing like a lot of support. Like the first episode, Proving Ground, it was like for us, we did not expect it to be like over 1,000 views. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was like first episode. To me, I was like, it wasn't that great. Like it was just like the quality was a little shitty,
Yeah.
and but people bought into it. People liked it. People liked the fact that it's new guys, new talent, and and to me, people complain and bitch about views and stuff like that. Like I tell you on the real, views mean something. They do. They do mean something.
Right.
But if you have the backing of other people helping you out and other brands saying, "Oh, this show is the one to watch,"
Mm-hmm.
this is new talents. Um, you could do it, man. You could do it. But yeah, the first season is already done and over with.
Okay.
We do have it. I believe there's 4 episodes up so far.
Yes.
The reason we take um, a while to upload it is because we want people to come in and watch and catch up before. I don't want to keep throwing. We don't want to like just keep pushing shit out because if we keep pushing stuff out, then people are gonna be like, damn, like these people are too fast and I can't catch up.
Right.
I don't want that. I want people to like see bit by bit. I'm sorry, bit by bit what's happening and be able to relate, see it, pick a character that they like. Who's they gonna go behind? Who's the heels? Who's the face? Who the tweeners are.
Uh-huh.
And but as of right now, after what happened to Paul Peterson, the show has been revolving around one person,
Victor
and
Van
that
Pelt.
is who? Van
The
Pelt.
champ.
Everybody wants a piece of Van Pelt.
Yes.
I don't blame them. Shit. If I was a wrestling proving ground,
Right. That's he
call me Triple
the
H.
champion. So. Yep. All right. So the chat section's blowing up a little bit, so I better get into some of this here real quick. Adam Anderson had another question for you. If you had to pick one person in backyard wrestling to wrestle at a huge show like Best in the Yard, past or present, who would it be?
Cage, hands down. It would be Cage, and Cage is. I don't. People don't understand how talented Cage is, and I think because the type of friendship that me and Cage had, man. Like when I met him at Biddy 3, and we instantly clicked. Like instantly, it was just like an instant thing, man. It was like I met him. He was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Cage." His voice. "Hey, I'm Cage, man."
Yep.
And I was like, "Hey, what's up, Cage?" And from there, like we just bonded so fast. It was
Right.
just like he made me laugh. I made him laugh. So I think like working with somebody that you have good chemistry with is perfection for a match. It's gold for a match.
Yeah.
And I think if I could choose anybody, I think I would definitely because I wrestle a lot of people. Maybe fans don't see it,
Right.
but I have wrestled a lot of BYW wrestlers, and I think Cage would be one of those dream matches that I would like to have. And I don't know if you remember a couple of months back, I think when I think when it was Chris Jericho and Omega got announced for the Tokyo Dome, I think I messaged Cage and I was like, "You and me in the Tokyo Dome," you know, uh, and and uh and he hit me up and he was like, "Let's book it, man. Let's make it happen." So I think me and Cage will have an amazing match, man. I think me and Cage will tear the house down, man.
Throwing a little cheap plug here, though. If you haven't, go back and watch the interview I did with Cage. He had a lot to say about Yankee too. So there you go.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Cage is awesome. He's fucking great, man.
All right, and the King of the Mountain himself is in the chat room.
Oh,
So all
Navan.
right, everybody, take cover. It's Naban McDonald signing in from Paramus. I might be saying that wrong. New Jersey, in the IKEA store in line 9, here to hear the difference maker.
Yeah, he. I'm pretty sure he's stuck in traffic. Um, he's the type of man. He's the type of man that goes Christmas shopping like really far away, and he buys himself some fucking chinchilla coats and some cowboy boots, and he just like strolls back to New York whenever the hell he wants to. But at this time, it's just traffic time, so I'm pretty sure he's probably stuck in traffic. Devon, if you're hearing this, brother, I love you. Get home safe, and don't be watching the show and driving at the same time if you are driving.
He's in line, so we'll see. In line at the store. Uh, he would go on to ask a couple questions, which I'll get to here first before I get into Riley Bates had a question as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about the origins of the Murder Club? What was the original plan for it?
The origins of the Murder Club. All right, so the Murder Clubs came about. It was supposed to be a stable. It was supposed to be a stable. It was supposed to be a BW thing, and it was supposed to be me, Felix, Shadowgrim. It was me, Shadowgrim, and David Lowell.
Right.
At first, it was supposed to be a Hispanic stable. Uh, it was supposed to be like this, you know, if I could go back on time, it would be supposed to be like the Boricuas. You remember
Yeah,
from back in the day, Sabio Vega and all of them. It was supposed to be some type of stable like that.
Okay.
But we didn't have a name. We didn't have a name for it, and David Law was doing his own thing, and he didn't want to, he didn't want to break his, what he was doing, and Navan, Navan put the holes down on Felix, man, and he was like, no. You're Felix. You're mine. You're my face. And
Right.
because I was the biggest heel in the company at the time, and I still am. God damn it, I'm the fucking best. Anyways, because I'm a snap in and out. I'm a snap in and out sometimes.
Yep. That's all good.
So because I was the biggest heel in the time, Navan was kind of skeptical because I remember me and Navan had a conversation, and Navan was skeptical about the Murder Club. And I said, hey, man, I came up to him, right? And when the idea got shut down, I came up to him and I said, man, I know that David is doing things. I know that Felix is doing things, man. But I feel like this is going to work. And I feel like having this birth here is going to be so much better for the company. So I remember I went to like the back of the house to talk to him in private. And I literally looked at him in the face and I was like, if this shit don't blow up, bro, I'm done. Like, like I was like, if this shit don't fucking blow up, bro, I'm done. Like, he was skeptical for a minute. He was skeptical because, I was new to the company.
Yeah.
I was new to the company.
Yep.
He knew my history, but he didn't knew like a lot of it because a lot of my footage from GAW got deleted because somebody spilled soda on my laptop. I want to talk about that. But a lot of my footage got, gone. It was gone. It was deleted. So I didn't have it. So what he did so was bits and pieces online. And he was very skeptical about it. But I told him if this shit doesn't blow up, like I swear to God, dude, I'm done with it. Like I'll put it in the shelf and I just continue to do me. Then that same day that we were doing this, give me a second. Spikey, come on. Let's go in your cage, buddy. Oh, yeah, you got 2 doors, man. Go this way. Go this way. Come on. There you go, buddy. Go in your cage. So, the same day that we are, by the way, you're getting this live. This is real. I'm a family man. I got a fucking dog. I got a house. You know what I mean? So,
yep. That's true.
I got kids. I support Heath Slater, man. I got kids, man. So, so yeah. So the same day that I told Yvonne that is the same day that it got born. Like that same day. So
Okay.
here comes Rick Rios, and now I believe this was my second time meeting Rick. Um, it was Rick, TJ, Somas. It was Rick, TJ, Somas, Atlas, and who else? And Shadowgrim. And we were talking, and all of a sudden I go to Rick and I say, hey Rick, man, listen, I have this idea. And he goes, what you got in mind? I said, look, man, I want to make like a big family, like a big group of people. Like it started off with like I wanted it to be stable, but it completely spun out of control. It was just
Yeah.
like started off with I wanted to be stable, and I told Rick about it, and Rick was like, "Oh shit, man, I'm down, man. I like the idea. I want to be a part of this." And then next thing you know, here comes TJ Sakara with a fucking cigarette in his mouth, and he's like, "Wait, I hear about a murder club. What's going on here? How come I'm not invited?" So I said, "Yeah, man, I'm thinking of something big, man." And TJ's like, "Well, whatever it is, I want in." So
Right.
next thing you know, it's like I'm talking to Somas. Somas just coming over. Because that's the special three right there. Rick Rio. If you get is if it's like if you buy one, you get three. Like that's how it
Yeah.
works. It's Rick Rios, TJ, and Somas usually. So Somas came in and he's like, "Hey man, what the fuck are you talking about, man?" I was like, "Hey man, we're brewing this thing up," and he's like, "I want in," and then Atlas is like, "I want in," and I was like, "Holy shit! Like that's five, like real quick,
Right. Yeah.
instantly." So
But,
I was like, all right, cool. So this was my shit. Like I was like, all right, cool. So I'll make some shirts.
okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's what I make some shirts and we'll rock it and we'll go about it. Next thing you know, in less than like a month, it's like boom, like a lot of people in it.
Right.
And I was like, shit. That's crazy. I remember I was like when I first started, I had like I didn't know who was who. Like I was just like because I gotta remember like I literally like either just met this new people or
Yeah.
I literally like met them once or twice. I wasn't really sure about them.
Hmm.
And now a lot of people, the name, the maestro of the murder club that was given to me by Everett Creed.
Yeah.
And I'm not a leader of the murder club. There's no leaders in murder club. A lot of people believe there's leaders and I'm the leader. I'm not a leader. There's no leaders in murder club. It's literally a family. It's a big group of people that love backyard wrestling. They love doing what they do.
Yeah.
And they love putting the hard work and dedication. And when you grab those people and you stuff them all in a car and you have them travel, man, crazy shit happen. And we just became like this big family,
Right.
big family. And there's a lot of people in MC that they don't rep it in screen, but they're here because they love what we do and they support it 100%.
Yeah.
And you got, it's one of the biggest groups on wrestling, period.
Sure.
On backyard wrestling, period. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it originated. That's how it originated, man. It originated from a dumb idea, and and I told
And grew
Yvonne
from
that
there.
if it doesn't work, I'm out, man. I'm not gonna do it anymore. And it
Yeah.
worked. It worked. What's the matter, buddy? Relax, relax. It worked. So
So Riley Bate is in the chat room. He said, "Hey Yankee, how are you? Sorry about what I said to you about you and your family."
that's all, man. Riley, listen, man. It's all about respecting this business, man. And there is personal life, and then there is wrestling life. And I try not to mix them both because in wrestling I am I'm a heel. That's my work.
Yep.
Um, but I try not to mix them both. So whatever you saw on my channel with me and my indie career and stuff like that, that's my indie career, not my BYW career. So you got to learn how to differentiate. Put difference on those two. You
Differentiate
can't
those.
just mix them.
Yeah. Uh, Navon would say, "Why you always talking shit and starting trouble?"
Navon, you want some cookies, motherfucker? He don't. Navon is the type of guy that thinks that I'm too blunt. Like I'll say shit like without even thinking. I just be like, "Fuck this shit," and he'd
Right.
be like, "What? Why you gotta act like this, man?" But Navon is a great guy, man. He keeps me on check every time we travel. just like Rick Rios does and everybody else. Always they always keep me in check. They always keep me going. And Navon and me, we grew very close through the year, and well through the years because now I think I know Navon now for about what 2.5 years now. I think. Damn, like damn,
Right?
it's been that long.
Right?
God damn. Yeah, I know him for a while, and give me a second. I know him for a while, and he's a great guy, man. He's a great guy. He's a great friend. He gives me advice all the time. Um, he's probably thinking right now that motherfucker's lying through his teeth, but I'm not. I'm not. He's fucking awesome. He's a great guy, man.
You would go on to say, love you too. We all come and crack this holiday season.
Hey, you better come correct, man. You better come correct, man. Yeah, he's great, man. He's great. I mean, there's times that I he was there was a time in ECW, KWA,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure you probably heard about this story where somebody got in Devon's face,
Yeah, probably.
and yeah, wait, so there's a kid over there named Rollins, Jay
Rollins,
Rollins,
yeah.
or Davin J, or whatever the fuck his name is. I know he's a huge mark for me, but him and Devon, I don't. The way it started, like I was with Cameron Jackson, I was in the ring, and me and Cameron were, we're practicing and we're talking to each other about some moves, and all of a sudden I hear Navon going, "Listen to me, you motherfucker! You got off my face!" And when I heard that, I instantly clicked.
Yeah.
I instantly clicked, and I just fucking ran. I ran, and I got in front of Navon because him and Navon were like this close to each other, man. And anybody could tell you. You could fucking ask D-Lock. He could tell you.
Yes.
You never get on Yvonne's face and never do this shit right here. Never put your fucking finger in his face. He hates it. And this fucking guy was literally like on his fucking face. And I get in between them just to get Navon, because Navon, I didn't know it was some type of work or whatever the fucking case may be. He was trying to challenge Navon to a match, and Navon wasn't having that shit. Like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get in between, and I push Navon back, and I fucking tell this guy, like, yo, listen, motherfucker, I'll fucking kill you right here. And then Cameron comes in, and Cameron's like, yo. And Cameron's like, hey, you're right, man. You can't get locked up down here. So, man, I ain't going back. But for this motherfucker, I go back, man.
Right.
So Cameron was like the person that was like, yo, relax, bro, relax. And the guy's like, hey, man, I was just trying to work, man. I was trying to challenge him to a match. And I said, you don't want to do that shit right here, backstage. You don't do that shit, man.
Yeah, right.
You don't know who the fuck is watching. And thank God that I heard it, because if it was real, I was ready to swing, man.
Yeah.
I was ready, man.
So Aaron says, what's up? What is your opinion on liver mush?
All right, so me and Aaron have a very, very strong friendship and a very, very strong relationship as friends, man. Like, literally, this man is like the white version of me, like, and I'm the Puerto Rican version of him.
Right.
So when I went to South Carolina, it's North Carolina. I believe it was the first time that I went down there. The first time I went down there, he was talking to me about this liver mush, and I didn't know what the fuck was that shit, man. And then I left, and then came back again, and he's like, hey, man, I'm gonna take you to fucking eat this liver mush, man. And for those that don't know what the fuck that is, that's literally whatever the fuck is left on a pig, stuffed together, and fucking cooked, and just give to you on a fucking brick,
Jeez.
Listen, to me, that's fucking perfect. That's what the fuck I like, you know what I mean? So, he took me to the cafe. You have a cafe over there, and we usually go. And I believe it's owned by Tyler Aiken's family. And I believe that's Avery Hook's job too. Like, he works there, I think.
Really?
If I'm correct, yeah. And we went to this cafe, and it was amazing. Bro, they gave me this big ass piece, and I tried it for the first time. It was fucking great. And I really don't say this, but I tell you what, man, if I could get this shit in New York, I'll be having it in my fridge every fucking day, man. That shit is fucking delicious, man. That shit is great.
All right. Aaron would also ask, any dream matches?
Yeah, dream matches, man. I could give you about 5. I'm gonna give you 5 dream matches that I have
Go
that
for
I
it.
want to have before I say goodbye to BYW, because it's always gonna come that time that I have to say bye. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting older. I'm getting older, and I have children, and I'm doing my indie stuff as well. So there's gonna come a time that I'm gonna have to face that fact and you know bounce. But I give you 5 matches that I want to have before I leave. One of them is being Cage.
Right.
I want to wrestle Cage. We already spoke about this. I want to wrestle Cage. Bad, man. Like this dude is amazing in the ring, and I think we could do amazing things together in the ring.
Yeah.
Um, I want to wrestle. I also want to wrestle. I wanted to wrestle Big Time Mike. Um, just because I feel like if you saw Biddy in my match with Zach Daniels,
Uh-huh.
the commentator Larry Fishburne, he said this solidifies Yankee as the top monster on BYW now,
Yeah.
and I think having me and Mike collide is it will be fucking great. It will be like a fucking it'll be amazing. It will just be like a clash of the titans. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, it would be.
And then another person that I love dearly, a great friend of mine, Drew Hood. I would definitely. I know he's going too, and he fucking sucks because I'm coming in now, and I
Yeah.
probably have one of the best BYW years in recent histories, man. There's a lot of stuff that I did this year, and is one of those guys that I wanted to, and then Novin, Drew. Who says it? Let me see. I think Novin says, "What? May you be a half hour in heaven before the devil knows you're dead or whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew.
That's what
Drew
it
fucking went all out with Novin, and after that match, I was like, I need to work Drew. Then he retired. Another person, Aaron Jones. Aaron fucking Jones, man. And I tell you why, man, because
okay.
a lot of people don't give credit, man. A lot of people don't give credit to Aaron Jones, but Aaron Jones
Great.
is a tough set on my bitch, man. He's a tough bastard. He's fucking tough like a nail, bro. This
Yeah.
motherfucker, man. And the chemistry that we have backstage is fucking amazing, man. Like, I want to wrestle him, put on a clinic. I remember when I saw him at King of the Yard, man. He gave fucking Felix a chop, man. He chopped the shit out of him, and he chopped him so hard.
Uh huh.
If you go back to the fucking video and slow
Okay.
mo the fucking chop, bro,
Uh huh.
all his fucking tape flew out his hand of how fucking hard he chopped Felix. Like he just like
Yeah.
pow, and the tape fucking flew, and I was like, that's the man I want to fight with, man. That's
Right.
he's amazing, man. I would definitely Cage, Drew Hood, Aaron Jones, Big Time Mike, and if I have to pick one more, I will have to say Chase Bridges. But not, I have wrestled Chase Bridges before, but I'm talking about like a one-on-one big match
Right.
that I want to have is
Big
Chase
time.
Bridges. Why? Because I spoke my mind before in other wrestling talk shows,
Yeah.
and to me Chase Bridges has got to be like probably one of the most underrated guys. He's fucking talented. He's amazing. He's one of the guys that will go there, and if he has to kill himself to fucking steal the show, you best believe that he's gonna do it. Like he's the type of man that he wrestles his ass. And you've seen it at Biddy. You've seen it at Biddy. Him, D-Lock, and Jackson Hendricks. They put on a fucking clinic.
They did.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
that's one of the guys that I would love to wrestle one-on-one big match. Um, and I wanted to wrestle with him soon, but it was gonna have to be put on hold for a little bit. But we're definitely gonna get it popping, me and him.
Yeah. Samael asked, "Where's my shirt, Yankee?" That shirt is ducking me, fucker.
He's what? His shirt.
The shirt. Yes.
Oh man, let me tell you a story about Samael, man. Every time that you see him with a Murder Club shirt, most likely it's not his. Okay.
Okay.
Samael, man, he's an amazing guy, man. But the shirt is coming, man. We need that green paper. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas season, and
Yep.
Daddy's got to do what Daddy's got to do. I got kids. I have to take care of them. But as soon as I get off this season and shit like that, I'll be able to give you your shirt, man. I promise. I even sign it for you. Want me to sign it for you somehow? Shit, I'll sign it for you.
There we go. UWF New York asks, any other guys you have in sight to join the murder club?
Yeah, yeah. I do. I have. By the way, UWF, man, give props to them, man. They're really good, up and coming guys. They work their asses off, and they're very humble to me and my family, and we have a good friendship and a good relationship, man. In fact, one of the main guys up there is actually my tattoo artist. So, which is funny, right here, Stinger, right there. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah.
He's actually my tattoo artist, but we became like really good friends. Um, if you have a chance to go check them out, man, check them out. They're worth it, man. I've been there myself, and I have upcoming events there too as well. So go check them out, support them. Again, support Back Here Wrestling. There's a lot of good people here. Um, I do have now back to the question. I do have a lot of people that I want in the Murder Club. Like I have a lot, but there's one specific person that I'm looking at right now, and he's fucking. This kid, he could do it all, man. He could do it all. He proved himself against big people before, and I think it would be a great thing to do to bring him in. On the name of the Murder Club, because I honestly I didn't think the Murder Club was going to be this big, and it became kind of like his own entity at this point.
Right.
But to bring him into the wing and be able to do his things and represent and be able to travel with him is going to be great. I am looking at him, and he knows I'm looking at him, so you know exactly who I'm talking to. I'm probably going to get a message soon enough. Saying, "Hey man, what's going on, man?" I'll probably get millions of messages, but yeah, he's a great guy, and I am looking to him right now at the moment. I mean, there's more people, but right now at the moment, I'm focusing on this guy because I feel like he could bring a lot to the team.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a business. This is a business. People will come and go.
Sure.
People will come and go. I'm pretty sure I can't wrestle forever. You know what I mean? So when people come and go, you need people to be there. To be able to, fill in and say, you know what, I'm here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy knows who it is, and he knows exactly who he is. So just stay tuned. But there is more guys too that I would like to have. I would like to be, very close with, in the Murder Club, because there's no leaders in the Murder Club. Again, I say it again. There's no leaders. I'm not a leader. I'm just another member. It's a big family. It's a group, and it's a group of people. So, but yeah, this one guy knows who he is, and there is also a couple other guys that I'm looking at, and but I'm gonna keep that to myself. I'm gonna keep that to myself, and me, Ricky, and stuff like that. We've been talking and stuff, so I keep that to myself. You just gotta stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.
Definitely.
You'll find out.
Also, UWF mentioned at the end of that, by the way, plans for that dinner need to start. I'll still talk about that food.
Yo, let me tell you, that's gotta be Stinger, man. That's gotta be Stinger. Let me tell you, man. The last event that we had, I went to Stinger's house, and me, my wife, my mom, my kids, we all showed up. I mean, they have like a very, very family oriented wrestling environment, and they have kids there, they have grandmas there, they have all sorts of people there. They don't give a shit, man. And my mother went over there, man, and my wife went over there, and they went straight to the kitchen, man, to make fucking empanadas. We brought all these fucking things for Puerto Rican empanadas, man. And they went straight to the kitchen, and they tore it down, man. They started making all those empanadas, man, and they went like fucking hotcakes, man.
Yeah.
And Stinger, man, he's in love with that shit, man. He loves them, man.
Gotcha. Navon wants to know if you have any favorite backyard wrestling theme songs.
Oh, fuck, dude, fuck yeah, man. I'll give you a fucking playlist right now, man. One of my favorite theme songs, Cage theme song, man. Hello world, that shit is fucking amazing. I love that theme. I like Navon McDonald, but his fucking voice gets annoying on the song because, like, every so often you hear, "I am the king of the mountain," and it's like, all right, motherfucker, I know who you are. I travel with you all the fucking time. I don't want to hear on your theme song.
Right?
Another favorite of mine, Rick Rios' theme song is fucking amazing. I love Chase Bridges. I don't know if Chase Bridges still have this theme song where he had before the protagonist. You know, when he fucking aims to the side and like, you know, and the fucking like it's like a I don't fucking know, like a fucking dump. What is it? What is it called? Dump. Whatever the fuck. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The theme
Yeah.
song that he had on. Did he had it on this Vindy? I don't fucking know. Another favorite of mine is Aaron Jones' theme song, The Revolution. I play that shit on my phone all the time.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing. I used to like Zach Daniels, and then he beat me at Biddy. So nah, I
So
like
now you don't like it. Gotcha.
I don't like that shit no more, man. You know, when he pinned me at Biddy, all I heard in my ear was shh. Uh, no, no, that's just me making shit up. That's not real. That didn't happen
Uh-huh.
like that.
Yeah.
But I love this theme song. TJ Sakara's theme song, I loved it, and then I heard the original version, and I was like, holy fuck, what the hell is this? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And of course, um, gotta love my theme song, you know. And for those that
Right.
don't know, I have two different theme songs. I have the one that I use regularly, the Spanish one, and then I have the one that I use for Biddy,
Mm-hmm.
um, which is a more like war type, type of song, and
Yeah.
to get me in the battleground vibe, And then also in UWF, I used Winter Blues by Joyner, man. I love that song, man. But I'm gonna maintain to my original songs, my two original ones, because those songs are the songs that made me, made the character.
Right.
So I'm gonna stick to those because Mama always say, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it."
True.
So.
True. D-Lock says, Yankee, you better be coming to South Carolina one day and hang out.
Oh, fuck yeah, man! I love D-Lock, man. Me and Dylan, man. Me and Dylan are fucking amazing friends. I remember when he first joined the MC. Um, I thought I give him a shirt, right? I give him a shirt and I threw it at him. I said, D, like, here you go, man. Put that shit on. And he's like, oh shit, thanks, man.
Uh-huh.
And then like I look at him and I'm like, are you losing weight, man? And I totally forgot. Like I gave him like a big ass shirt.
Did you?
And because my shirt was already like I give all the shirts away already, I was like, fuck. Like I have Dylan wearing this fucking baggy shirt, man. I feel bad for him, but he's amazing. He's an amazing guy. He's a fucking great guy. Definitely, I definitely want to make a trip to South Carolina and chill with Dylan, man, and go on those crazy trips on their pickups, man. Because Dustin got an amazing pickup truck that he just bought.
Yeah.
And he was showing me that shit, man. He was like, "Yo, man, you got to see this motherfucking truck." And that shit was gorgeous. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm not a pickup truck kind of guy because, of course, I'm fucking Puerto Rican.
Right.
And to me, and a pickup truck mean a different thing, but but his fucking truck is awesome. So I would love to go down South Carolina. And I know Dylan and Dustin always hang out together, and so I would like to go and hang out with them. You know what I mean? And like in Dustin's words, I would like to tear it down, son.
There you go. And, all right. What was it like coming back to wrestling last year and joining BEW?
Oh, it was amazing. I didn't think it was gonna be as good as I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I thought that it was gonna be. I mean, it was. I had a lot of like ring rust, man, because when I left my original company, which was GAW in Newburgh, New York, when I left that company, I wasn't planning on coming back. I was just gonna step away and never come back to BYW. And I remember we had a big show, the end, and we had a show, and it was for all the belts. It was for the EGW belts and the GAW belts, and it was a company run by me, and the EGW company was run by my best friend. And we went to war for all the belts, and whoever won, we were going to call it over. We're going to call it quits, and then we are going to claim all the belts and kill the companies.
Yeah.
And that's exactly. Oh shit, my man!
Speaking of,
Look who it is, man.
I see. We got Tiago.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. I heard you talking about it. I was like, I'm gonna hack the system.
Oh shit, man! I don't know how the fuck you do it, man. I don't know how the fuck you do it. It's like some type of Cameron Jackson shit that they did to KBW. You know, it's crazy. You're probably
Right?
hanging out with the same guy. What the fuck?
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, wait. Let me just do this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you D Lock. Right? That's how he likes it, man.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah.
So it was a company that me and my friend did together, and then he went his way, I went my way, and then we ended up ending it. And then I was over. I didn't want to do it no more. And then eventually, I started having like, um, family problems and stuff like that. And I had a couple of personal issues, and I kind of stepped away for the longest. And then one day I met Paul Peterson
Uh-huh.
because he literally lived like a block away from me.
Right?
Uh, I was playing basketball one day in my house, and he showed up. He's like, "Hey man, can I play?" And I was like, "Fuck no, I don't fucking know who you are."
Right?
And he goes, "No, but I got my friend Rob. Him and Rob always hang out together. Rob Killer.
Killer, yeah. Or Ragu, whatever you want to call it.
Him and Rob are fucking, butt buddies, man. They always hang out together. You got my friend Rob. You here to pick up a 2?" And I was like, "Man, 2-on-2, all right." So we start playing, and then he starts talking to me about this wrestling thing. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a fan of wrestling or whatever," and that's how I left it. I was like, I'm a fan,
Uh-huh.
Um, then he's like, "No, I'm talking about I want to, I'm gonna become a wrestler."
Okay.
I was like, "Sure you are," because the reason I was so mean and I said that is because like I know what it is to be a wrestler. I was doing it before I was doing BYW.
Right.
So I was like, "Yeah, sure you are." And then he's like, "No, I'm serious, man. I met this guy, and his name is Navon."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, really? You met this guy?" So he goes, "Man, you should give him a call, man." So I said, "All right." So I get the phone, I start calling Navon, and Navon, shiesty ass, starts ducking me. He don't want to pick up my phone calls. He don't know who I am. He don't want to answer my number. So you know what I did? I fucking showed up. I
Oh,
showed
really?
up at BEW. Yeah. He was, I called him up a couple of times. Hey, man, Devon, I know we don't know each other, but my name is John. I'm trying to get, in touch with you because I want to go back to wrestling. I want to go back to do BYW stuff. And he didn't want to fucking pick. I left him like 20 voicemails, man. And then one Saturday, I fucking showed up in BEW, and I was like, "Hey, you gonna keep ducking me or what?" You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, he said, "Look, I'm sorry. I don't pick up numbers that I don't know."
Right.
And straight up, I was like, "You're a fucking asshole." Like, just like that. Just like, "You're an asshole." And he was like, "Well, you're a fucking prick." And next thing you know, we're fucking friends. Like, and it went from there. In fact, the match that I had with Paul Peterson, that was his debuting match. When I first got there, Jordan Oliver was in the ring, and for some reason he thought I was like green, and he was like, I got in a ring, and he was like, "Oh man, what can you do?" And I was like, "Well, let me show you what I could do," because I knew wrestling already. I had trained
Yeah.
before, so
Right.
all I did was like punch him one time, like, and he was like, "Wow, you're really good." And from there, like, I had a match with Paul Peterson, and I almost broke his fucking neck because he didn't know how to take a fucking move. I call it, and I said, "Look, I'm gonna pounce you, and all you have to do is jump, and I'll guide you to where you have to go." And
Yeah.
the fucker took like a shoulder block because he thought it was cool to be fucking make me look like I'm a fucking wimp. So when I shoulder blocked him, he fucking went neck first to the rope. And I don't know if you could tell in the video, he like smacked the rope in the back of his head.
Yeah. I think you said so. Yeah.
And that was, I mean, it was bad, but it felt fucking great. Like, it felt great to be back. And then eventually, like, you'll see through the episodes that I kind of start evolving into this character. I started showing different things because I felt more comfortable. So I started doing things that I wouldn't do in new companies. I started kind of letting loose. Every so often you're gonna see a moonsault, or you
Right.
see a suicide dive, or you see a
Crazy.
suicide dive from the bottom rope. Shit that you don't see before.
Yep.
You don't picture guys my side doing those type of things,
Sure.
and that's why I'm the difference maker. No pun intended. Boom. But
There you go.
it's a little plug right there. But
Yep.
and it's the same thing I tell people, man. I look at people and I go, man, get toasted, bitch. You know what I mean? No pun intended.
Thank you.
But yeah, so
All right.
it felt great. It felt great to be back in BYW. It felt great to compete. It felt great to be in BW, and they opened the doors to me. And it felt great to be able to have an amazing year. 2016, it was when I came in. So yeah, 2016, it was when I came in. 2017 was my breakout year, what I like to call it. I came in
Yeah, man.
2016, and I told myself that I was gonna be the breakout wrestler of the year for 2017. And I consider myself the breakout wrestler of the year, man. I had an amazing year 2017. I was able to main event Biddy. When you have hard work and dedication, you could do anything. So I did that, man. Zach Daniels, he came to me, and it was just it would just happen. You know what I mean? When you have skills and you have talent and people see it, they want it, and that's what happened to me.
Right.
What about you, D-Lock?
Boy,
What about you, D-Lock? What about you, man?
this ain't my interview. I'm gonna ask one question, then I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want to bother y'all. All right, gang.
Yeah, what's
Our
up?
1 year friendship's coming up. Christmas chaos. It's me versus Dustin. Who's winning?
Oh,
Ah, shit. Ah, I don't, man. That's hard, man. That's hard. That's hard to because do you want my opinion as a fan?
Mm-hmm.
All right, my
I don't
opinion
care
as a
either. I don't care.
fan. I'm gonna give you both opinions. My opinion as Yankee the Difference Maker is D-Lock. You better fucking. You know what I mean? As a fan, and the character D-Lock and Dustin. Dustin came out of a huge victory against Novin. Um, Now he's this more evil guy. When I watched the last Vindy, I noticed D-Lock was he was losing his shits because he never seen his friend like that before. He never seen his best friend uh, acting the way he's been acting. He never seen this Dustin. And now don't get me wrong. D-Lock is a fucking badass. D-Lock is a fucking badass. The character is a fucking badass, man. You're talking about this guy that took a punch from Yankee, tossed outside, and then cashed in on Zach Daniels. He's a fucking
right.
badass. You know what I mean? He didn't give a shit. And that's what I like about D-Lock so much. But now I could see D-Lock is kind of like on his breaking point because he wants his friend back. You know what I mean? I got to tell you what, man. When I saw the stare down between Dustin and D-Lock, I lost my shit. I was just like, oh my God, it's gonna happen.
And you're
Yeah, because
feeling it.
I'm a mark, man. I'm a fucking mark for Dustin. I'm a mark for D-Lock, man. So um, when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, this is it. I want to see this. And then I saw the new Vindy, and I don't want to say too much. I don't know. I don't want to spoil Tony's because I don't know if Tony has watched it yet.
I haven't gotten a chance to yet.
Um, D-Lock is a different D-Lock. D-Lock is like, what the hell's going on with Dustin? And not to take away from him being a badass, but he's saying he's kind of like, what the fuck is going on? He wants to know, but he doesn't know exactly what's going on because he can't. Dustin doesn't let him in. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Dustin will show up and don't say shit, and then D-Lock is there with all the questions but no answers. So, yeah. So Christmas chaos. Uh, I shit. I
You put him on
think
the spot. Yeah.
in the words of Cameron Jackson, D-Lock, you son of a bitch. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with D-Lock. I'm gonna go with D-Lock because I feel like if D-Lock beats Dustin, he could knock some sense into Dustin, and who knows, man? Like this two guys could fucking go back to what it used to be. Those fucking guys are together. They're fucking amazing.
Agreed.
So I'm gonna go with D-Lock because I want to see what's gonna lead into. And if so happened that D-Lock doesn't win, I know for a fact. And the way that I see the story, D-Lock eventually is gonna catch up with Dustin and make Dustin snap. I don't see him being over in one match. I'm sorry, I don't see him being over in one match. I don't.
That's
It
our
just doesn't
1 year
work like
friendship.
that. What happened?
I said that's our 1 year friendship.
Oh, word?
The word.
Interesting.
Right now. So you know what's going on, man. D-Lock over here dropping some knowledge,
Yeah.
giving all the fans a sneak peek.
Perhaps.
See, like, I'm marking out now. I'm marking out because I know there's more to the fucking story.
Yeah, I need my medium size T-shirt too. not an XL.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to go like a Baby Gap and buy you something smaller, man. Like, oh man, I'm so sorry. You should have seen D-Lock, man. And D-Lock, you know what it is? The shirt, he fucking made it work, bro. He made it work.
Yeah.
Cut the fucking sleeves off, and he was like, "I'm gonna make this motherfucker work, man." And when I saw D-Lock, after I have given him the shirt, because I remember we were in the, I think it was in the, what was in the car, weren't we? Yeah, it was in the cramped car, and I'm trying to go to my hotel, make sure I have another size for him and shit. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I don't have none. But he made it fucking work. But as soon as I get them other shirts going, man, you're getting one ASAP. I'm gonna fucking send it to you through the mail, so don't even feel bad about it. I got you. What's up?
I said mine's coming soon.
Oh, word? Yeah, hell yeah. I need one. I saw that fucking shirt you was wearing, man. Keep calm and carry on. That's cool, bro. That was dope. I fucks with that.
Yeah. I know Devon was talking shit on the other podcast. You better tell him I'm gonna whip his ass.
Nevon McDonald, let me tell you something. D-Lock is gonna put his fucking finger in your fucking mouth, and you're gonna fucking like it, you fucking bitch.
Let's put it this way: you both got that opportunity to do it yourselves next Friday. So.
Wait, what? What's going on? Wait. Oh, he's gonna be here next Friday. Oh yeah, that's right. Yes.
So.
The All-Star, right?
Yes, the All-Star show.
Yo, your birthday's tomorrow,
you
isn't it, Tony?
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. You like that shit, man? Now don't get used to it, Tony.
I won't. Don't worry.
I'll put my fucking finger in your mouth. See how you like it.
Oh no.
Right now.
All right, you boys. I'm gonna head out.
All right, D-Lock, man. Much love, man.
Yeah. All right.
That was amazing, man.
My section's still blowing up, so I should get to a couple things in here.
Yeah. Let's get to some questions. I'm sorry to the people watching. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's my boy. That's my brother. I have to break a little bit.
I'm gonna skip past some of them that don't really matter that much. Jason Atlas.
You could shoot, man.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Some people were just asking some questions that already had been answered from other people asking it, so that's why I was skipping them. Jason Atlas said they make a mean egg sandwich about one of the stories we were talking about earlier. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, the cafe. They do.
Navon says, "What makes a very good heel to despise and a great babyface to get behind?"
The heel is got to be all mouth, man. That's all it is. It's all mouth. You have to learn, if you want to be a heel, you got to learn how to break past the people's comfort wall. Be able to break past that. And if you could get past the people's comfort wall, the people's comfort zone, like people like to call it, if you get past that, people will fucking despise you because nobody in this world likes somebody to be on their face calling him all sorts of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And a baby face, pander to the crowd, man. Pander to the crowd. That's the best way to be a baby face. You want to be a baby face, you pander to the crowd, you amuse the crowd, you love the crowd, you go over there. Batista one time said it, man. He said, I'm not here, hugging fat chicks and kissing babies. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
basically what you have to do. Go hug a fat chick, go kiss a fucking baby, and then be a face. People will love you for it. But if you want to be a heel, go to the same fat chick and slap her in the face for being so fat. And then grab her baby and snisky that motherfucker right out the crowd.
Well, let's not go that far, but
Damn it, Tony! I'm trying. But yeah, that's you want to be a great heel. Make sure you break people's comfort zones down, and make sure you know by just body language. Body language. That's all you have to do.
yeah,
Body language. You can tell people how they feel if you look at them. You know. So if you feel like the person is intimidating or feel like the person is like, stumbling on their words, and just fucking, go for that. And that will make you a great heel because people fucking hate it. People hate bullying. So bully the shit out of somebody. People hate that. You know what I mean? And then if you want to be a face, help the bully out, man. Help the guy that's getting bullied.
right.
Don't help the bully. Help the guy that's getting bullied. And that will make you a great face. That's just how it works. People will love faces or hate faces. It's all completely up to them. But in my opinion, I think I'm probably one of the best heels in backyard wrestling today, because I just don't give a fuck, and I play a better heel than what I play a face. But when I do play a face, which I do in the indies, I play a face.
Yeah.
People love me. People love me because I could do both. You know what I mean? I know how to switch on and off. A lot of people can't do that, but I could.
That's good. Sammy also said, "Fuck yeah, sign that shirt."
Where's right here? I'm gonna sign it in fucking red. Yes.
There you go. Ellis would say Yankee versus Big Time would have been an amazing match to see.
Yeah,
And
I agree with that, man.
also brings up, I think you're going to have to tell us about this story. Biddy 2, they called you by the name you told them when your order was ready, and we made so many messed up names.
Biddy 3, you mean?
He said Biddy 2, but sure, could have been Biddy 3.
I wasn't a Biddy 2. I wasn't.
Had been Biddy.
I wasn't there. I wasn't a Biddy 2, but a Biddy 3, yes. What was the question? Repeat it again.
He said at the restaurant at Avery's, maybe, I'm not sure, he doesn't specify. They called you by the name you told them to when your order was ready, and we made so many messed up names.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, one thing you have to realize, like, on the road with these guys, you fucking have to deal with a lot of like jokes, a lot of like pranking, a lot of tough love, arguments, fun times,
right?
Impromptu matches that happen either outside or in a garage.
Yep.
You have to deal with what is it, like 20-some people on IHOP. You have to deal with me and Cameron being loud like we usually are. And every so often you see AK-47 elbow drop a teacher in the parking lot. So you have to deal with a lot of stuff, man. And yeah, that was one thing, man. We went to the cafe and I told him to call me by my name, my name, Yankee or whatever. And everybody else, I guess, gave him a different name. And they were calling me all fucking different names. And I'm like, who the fuck the food is for? Like, I don't even know. But it was, it's an amazing time to spend time with these guys, man. They're hard work, dedicated. And to me, they're like, it's like a family. It's my second home. I get out of New York, I go down there. That's my other home.
Yeah. Navon wanted to know what your opinion was on his match his rivalry with Avery Hoke in the match at Turbulence.
It's fucking great. I loved it. You can see me in the crowd. I'm losing my shits. It was amazing. Like, I lost everything. Like, I lost my shits when I saw Avery's flip-flop fly off his foot, man. I lost my shits. I was just like, oh, he's fucking shit came up. What the fuck? Avery drop kicked from Navon's dick, man. That shit had me rolling. And that little dance, I don't know if you've seen it. Like, he threw Navon in the corner and he came to the middle of the ring. He's like, oh, fuck yeah, man. And he fucking, that shit was dope, man. I think that match was amazing for Avery to be able to that was one of his dream matches to be able to wrestle Navon. So to be able to wrestle Navon and get that going for him, and that was, to me, that was a great moment. I loved the match. The rivalry was long because a couple of matches, he was supposed to be at Best in the Yard.
Right.
That was dropped. Avery was like, couldn't make it or something went down. But then Drew Hood with Novin completely blew it out of the water. And then we get the match at Turbulence. I believe it was. It was Avery versus Navon, and I was like, yes, I couldn't fucking get any more excited for this shit. At the end, Avery grabs a fucking bat and chases Navon out.
Yep.
That shit had me dying, man. That shit was great. I could definitely entertainment value on that match. Man, I give it a fucking 5 out of 5 entertainment, bro. That shit was amazing.
Alex would also say, I'm actually gonna have a new shirt for you, Yankee.
Who said that?
Jason Atlas.
Oh, he's gonna have a new shirt for me. I can't wait. Send it to me, man, or catch me over there in UWE and give it to me. I need it. I want it. I like kind of collect shirts. I love collecting shirts. That's one of my things.
Jay Joker Designs is also in the chat. Says Yankee is making a difference. Always, brother.
Yeah, yo, Jay Jokers, man. That man right there, he is amazing. He's a great friend. He's an amazing designer. Me and Jay Joker could sit down and we could talk on a personal level. And he's a fucking great guy, man. I can't wait because I haven't met him personally yet. I haven't met him face to face yet. We met on chats and we talk on the phone, and he's a fucking amazing guy. I can't wait for him to hopefully come to Biddy for, or a big event that I could meet him, and be able to hang with him and take some fucking selfies and shit. You know what I mean?
All right.
That's just the type of guy that I am.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yep. There's been talks about possibly getting him on here as well, so we'll see what that happens in that.
Who, Joker?
Yep.
Oh, dude, you have to. That man is awesome, bro. He has so much wrestling knowledge, dude. That man is great.
All right. Navon would ask, what are you looking to bring to the table as the BEW Hardcore Champion?
This is Navon. Navon, I'm trying not to get in character, Navon. I'm trying. What am I looking to bring to the table, Navon? That's what you're going to ask me? You're going to ask me what am I looking to bring to the table? Let me tell you something, Navon. Listen. You're lucky. You're lucky that you're playing fucking dress up and you're fighting with Felix somewhere else and he bury your ass. You fucking lucky, man. Because the day, mark my fucking words, man, the day you step foot back on BEW, you and me gonna have a little talk. So that's what I'm gonna bring to the fucking table. Continue, Tony. He's trying to derail me, man.
He also would say, thank you for getting me through my first plane ride.
That's the thing about Navon. He will fuck with you and then he'll try to like make it up to you.
Right?
So let me tell you the story about this fucking plane ride, man. I was flying down to North Carolina, of course, second home. And, I told Navon, we should fly because it's going to be faster to get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's like, oh, I've never been in a fucking plane before. And he's nervous and he's bringing fucking 2 guitars. And we can't send them I think we send one of them to the bottom, to the belt. And the other one, like, I carry for him. And I'm fucking, you should have seen me on this fucking airport walking around with a fucking guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I definitely, I don't look like I fucking play guitar, but I started playing. I started fucking bullshitting, and I was just like, and then started fucking singing to him about his fucking hippo coat or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Eventually, we got first of all, we almost missed the plane because we were totally in a different terminal. And Navon is too slow. He's too slow.
Yeah.
But we got in the plane, and Navon was terrified. He was scared. It was his first flight. He was nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, this girl sits right next to him, and they're talking, man. They're going in. And I'm talking to Navon because I actually sat like one row in front of him. And I'm talking to Navon, and I'm turning around to talk to him, and I'm like, Navon, and he's talking to this girl, and I'm like, this motherfucker ignoring me, man. He's trying to get it in the fucking plane.
Yep.
And he's so like, you know Navon, man. If you ever see Navon, his mannerisms are hilarious. If he has a watch on, he'll do this shit. He'll be like, you know, like what the fuck?
Right.
Nobody want to see your fake rolly. What the fuck is you doing? But he got talking to this girl, man, and then the plane took off, and instantly he looked at me and said, "Do you have headphones on?" So I have to give him my headphones, man. He was great. He's a great guy, man. He had a tough first ride, and coming back was worse because he was tired. We only had like an hour and a half of sleep.
Yeah.
Before we came home, because of course you heard the stories
Yep.
about me, Navon, Evan Blake, big time Mike calling Navon on the hotel room, going, "No one's here." You know, and at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, Navon wants to fight them. He's like, "Let's go out there and beat the fuck out of them." And I'm like, "Nah, man, come the fuck down." And yeah, but we only had an hour and a half of sleep. So Navon actually fell asleep on the plane, and he started falling asleep on me. And now I don't like feeling crowded, man. So when Navon fell asleep on me, I pushed him off of me, and he landed on the guy next to us. So the guy next to us is trying to be nice, and he's sitting down, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck is he doing?" Like, and Navon is like, "Ah." Next thing you know, I'm like, "Navon, wake the fuck up. Wait up, man. You got to wake up, man." He's like, "What? What happened?" I said, "Bro, you're sleeping on the man's shoulder, man. What the fuck is you doing?" And I was like, "I'm sorry. I'm so tired." And then as he's talking to me, he's like, I'm so tired," and falls asleep again. Like, I'm like, "Oh my God." So an hour and a half on the plane, man, with this man was fucking hell and back, man. It was hell and back.
Gotcha. And he'd have more, but we'll get to that in a minute. DBW says, can't wait to have him back in the ring in 2018.
Who said
Mr.
that?
Judgment says, DBW.
Oh,
Dominating Backyard
DBW. Oh
Wrestling.
yeah. I love to go back there, man. They're amazing. They have a good vibe, man. They're very. Listen, DBW is coming up, man. It's coming up. Don't sleep on them. They're coming up. They're coming up quick.
And from then, Mr. Judgment says, you shut your face.
Shut your face. So this is a story about this, man. I met Judgment. I think I met him. Let me see. I met Judgment. My first match with Judgment was in King of the Yard.
Right.
And this was a big time coming. Like, a lot of people, there was a lot of rumors in BYW, like, oh, Yankee doesn't like Judgment, and Judgment doesn't like Yankee, and there was all these rumors, and it was all because of the Murder Club. Like, that's how it started. We were the biggest group in backyard wrestling. People fucking they fucking hated us, and it was just like, you know how it is, man. Like, NWO, people fucking hated them. You know what I mean? Bullet Club, there was a time that people hated them. You know, and it was just that his timing was off. A lot of people were saying different things, and then I met Judgment actually on KWA. He had a match with Victor Van Pelt, if I remember correct, and that was Victor Van Pelt's initiation to the Murder Club on screen. It was him, Johnny Reed, and Judgment. And the way they were supposed to be, it was like we were supposed to interfere, and we was going to attack Victor Van Pelt. So when people thought that we was going to attack Victor Van Pelt, that's what they were going for. And then I turned around and I literally punched Judgment in the face. And then we beat up on Judgment. Judgment's people come in. Judgment slams Cameron Jackson, rolls out the ring, goes out. I get in the ropes, and I'm like, I'm coming for you. I straight up Booker T his ass. I was just like, I'm coming for you, nigga. You know what I mean? But he was like, bring it on. And he does this shit where he goes, you know what I mean? And he's doing this shit to me, and I'm like, yeah, 16, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck it was doing. But, so from there, everybody was like, damn, these guys actually hate each other. And it's because they didn't know that this was already talked, we talked about this already. Yeah. So people started speculating, but it was the best thing we could have done. I'm glad. And I hit up Judgment a couple of times after that. And I was like, I hope that we don't have a problem, But it was the best thing that ever happened to me in Judgment, because when the match came about in King of the Yard, everybody was like, I want to see Yankee. They literally forgot that this was a tournament. It was like, I want to see Yankee and Judgment go at it. Two of the biggest guys.
Right.
And when we went at it, we fucking deliver. And the shut your face thing, man, when I first heard him say that, it was in King of the Yard, man. When he does his entrance, man, he talks to the crowd or whatever the case may be, and the crowd's booing the shit out of him. And he's like, shut your face. But he says it so fast that if you blink, you'll miss it. Shut your face. And that was not a catchphrase. I swear to you, that was not a catchphrase. It became a catchphrase when me and him started looking at each other and going, shut your face. Every fucking time we saw each other. Like, as soon as I see him, I go to DVW, man, and I see him over there. I don't even say hello. We just like, shut your face. And he just looks at me and goes, shut your face.
Nice.
So that's when he started, the shut your face, when I first heard it. And then, of course, I went to DVW, and come on, Slayton, go ahead, drink some water. I went to DVW, and from there, it just became a thing. It just became a fucking catchphrase, man. And there was a couple of times that off camera, that man broke character and was like, I got to give you a hug, man.
Nice.
He's awesome. Judgment is an awesome guy, man.
Yeah. So Navon wanted to know a little more details of what it was like sharing a room Best in the Yard 3 weekend with him and Evan.
Horrible. It was fucking horrible. It was horrible. Give me 1 second. I got to let my dog out real quick. Yep. Hold on.
Go for it, bud.
1 second, man. Let me see. 1 second.
And since he's busy doing that here real quick, we'll mention again, as we were talking about earlier, the All-Stars episode of Tiger Talks Wrestling will be next Friday. 7 p.m. Eastern Time is when I'm planning on starting it. We'll have several of the guys back on that have been on this year. We'll be talking about the year in review pretty much for Backyard Wrestling, get who their favorite opponents were, who their favorite wrestler was to watch, among many other things, from the year 2017. So definitely, if you guys have the chance, make sure you tune into that. You guys will probably be coming and going throughout the night. For a couple hours, we'll be running. So.
All right. So we got them commercials in, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So let's get back to what we're talking about. How was it like sharing a room with Navon?
Yep, and Evan.
All right, so it was fucking horrible, man, because we did not sleep. We can't see. You can't put me and Evan in the same room because we just we feed off each other, man.
Uh-huh.
He would say some shit, and then I would say some shit, and then he would say some shit, and we'd be laughing all night long, man. And Navon was trying to sleep that night, man. I remember he got up. He said, "Why, God? Why, Jesus? Why? I'm trying to sleep. I gotta catch a flight in the morning." And then the phone rung, and he picks it up, and Big Time Mike is on the fucking line. No Vince here, and he's like, I think this is Drew. I think this is Drew. Instantly you blame Drew. He's like, I think this is Drew. Drew, is this you? I don't give a fuck. We could fight. We could go all night, bitch. This isn't. And then me and Evan is like, is this really happening right now? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Right? So we're laughing our asses off, and he does not like it. He doesn't like it. And then they call again, and Yvonne gives the phone to Evan, and he goes, Evan, deal with this shit. I don't want to deal with this motherfucker. So Evan, instead of saying, hey, guys, we're going to go to bed, Evan goes, hello? This is the king of the mountain, Yvonne McDonald. So now Yvonne is like, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, if you don't fucking cut it off and stop this shit, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to suck everybody. And Yvonne is like, how the fuck is that fixing shit? And this is at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, he's eating.
Right.
4 o'clock in the morning. Right. So I get up, right? I get up, and I'm like, I think I threw a shoe at him, or I did something to him. Oh, I pulled the blankets off of him. I pulled the blankets off of him. And I said, get the fuck up, man. And he gets up, and he grabs the cookies, and my shoes.
Okay.
All in one motion. And he like throws them on my face. and some of my shorts too. Like some of my clothing was in the table. And he like grabs it and he's like, "You want some cookies, motherfucker? Here, bitch!" and throws them right at my face.
Jeez.
Me on Snapchat, dude. You saw the whole story. The whole story is documented. I wanted to be able to document everything just in case he will kill us. Everybody know where we were.
Right. Yeah.
But it was an amazing experience, man.
All right. He also had a couple other questions that we'll get into here. How was eating Chick-fil-A for the first time?
Chick-fil-A. Yes, y'all. We're going to Chick-fil-A. I'm pretty sure that question came from Nivon.
Yep.
Yes. So, all right. So when we got there on the flight, Tyler Aiken picked us up from the airport. Yeah. And we get in the car and Tyler Aiken is telling us, me and Nirvana arguing about Chick-fil-A and how Chick-fil-A is whack, and he's like, no, it's not. This is a manly food, and I'm like, no, that's some gay food, man. I want some real food. And he's like, I want some Chick-fil-A, damn it. And Tyler Aiken, of course, he goes, well, there's a Chick-fil-A on the way. So I said, all right, cool, fuck it, I guess I'll try it. So we went to Chick-fil-A, and it was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. It was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna front. It was pretty good. Nirvana's like, let me get a number 2, and let me get a number 8, and let me get a number 7, and yes, you better put some buffalo sauce and honey mustard, bitch. Like that's how he. By the way, that's how he talks everywhere he goes. He don't give a fuck.
Gotcha.
He's the most southern, weirdest guy you could ever have on your squad. Like, but it was good. It was some good ass Chick-fil-A. I think I had a chicken sandwich, if I'm correct, man.
Nice. Also, top 3 Eddie Guerrero moments and/or matches.
Top 3 what?
Eddie Guerrero moments and/or matches.
JBL and Eddie Guerrero. That fucking bloodbath. I don't know if you remember that. I believe that was what? Judgment Day? Was it Judgment Day?
Or was it Great American Bash? It was something. One of those pay-per-views, anyways.
It's after he made fun of his mom. After JBL made fun of his mom.
I remember it happening. I just don't remember what show it was on.
Yeah, Eddie fucking cut too deep, and he was fucking bleeding his ass off, and he was still fighting. So that was like one of my favorite moments that solidified him, in my opinion, as one of the best guys who ever did it. And he's, to me, he's like one of my mentors, man. I grew up watching Eddie Guerrero. I love his fucking matches. I love his in-ring logic. I love his work. I love everything about him, man. He was amazing. Whether he was playing heel or face, he was just great.
Yeah.
Another good moment for me was when he had that rivalry at Judgment Day with Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
And he cut that fucking amazing Look at my dog, man. He got a cheeseburger in his mouth. He cut that amazing promo with Rey Mysterio when he was like, if you come back at Judgment Day, I'm going to have your life in my hands and I'm going to kill you. And that right there was fucking, it was deep, man, because I felt in my soul, man, in my bones, it had like so much meaning. You know what I mean? Especially like wrestling today is nothing compared to the wrestling from back in the days.
True.
And then my last moment of Eddie Guerrero that was my favorite was him and Mr. Kennedy. I believe it was his last match televised.
Yep.
Where he did the old school, and in a way, I feel like that was his way of saying goodbye to everybody.
Yeah.
Where he did that chair shot, boom, and then he tossed it at him. The referee argued with him. To me, that was like watching it back. To myself, I'm like, this is the way he said goodbye. He gave us a piece of what made him who he is.
Yeah.
And he ended it with a bang. So.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was watching a match. I think it was Eddie. It was Eddie. He was teaming up. I don't remember who it was, but I think it was against JBL and the Dudleys. And Eddie had a fucking heart attack in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And that shit fucking killed me. When I saw that, bro, it broke my heart, bro. I was like devastated. I was like, what the fuck? Because I knew he wasn't selling. I knew he wasn't selling. So when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, he's not selling. He's not even responding. He's not even, his eyes were glazed. I was like, oh my God, did he die on television? Like, just like that?
Yeah.
You know, and he brought me back to fucking Owen with the Owen Hart with the bird shit, the blue
Yep.
whatever the fuck,
Blue Blazer.
and the blazing, and he brought me back to that, man. I was like, holy shit. And now that I watch, when that happened live, I didn't watch when Owen happened, but it was everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
So you couldn't really like duck it, Um, but yeah, those are my three favorite Eddie Guerrero moments, man. And another one that I'm gonna squeeze in there is when Eddie Guerrero won. um, when Chris Benoit won the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania from Triple H, and Eddie Guerrero came out and they both hugged each other, and um, that was like, we fucking did it. We made it. We're friends, and we did it together. You know what I mean? That was a fucking beautiful moment in wrestling history.
I agree. Fortunately, it's not one you really see anymore because of events that took place afterwards. But
yeah. You know what? I mean, the Chris Benoit situation is something that doesn't get talked a lot in wrestling at all. In the indies, it's just a very sensitive subject, and because a lot of people have different outlooks on it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't talk about it, but I don't give a fuck. Chris Benoit is one of the best that ever did it. Like, he's one of the best. This guy was amazing. Whether he was playing heel or face, he was amazing. He believed that what he did in that ring was going to change the world, and he fucking did. He changed the world.
Yes,
People loved him, man. People loved that guy.
I would even say if it wasn't for Chris and Eddie, then I don't think WWE would be where it's at now, where you don't always have to have the super heavyweights pretty much in the picture.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, those two guys put that company on their backs, man.
They did.
Especially when SmackDown was on the dish, man. Raw was like going up, and SmackDown was kind of like mediocre. Those two guys fucking put SmackDown on their backs, man.
They did. Okay. Navon asked, if you could pick one WrestleMania from 1 to 33, which one would be number one in your opinion?
Oh, God. So many of them. I tell you what, a match that always stuck with me was Mick Foley and Edge. And I believe that was WrestleMania, what, 22, was it?
Yes, it was.
It was 22. That fucking match was amazing. For an older guy, Mick Foley at the time, he was older, he's fucking limping, he's fucking hunchback and shit. That was brutal. That was an amazing match. And I think just that match alone, that's the one WrestleMania that I always remember the most. Like, and then of course, we have the Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
But that match alone set up the whole pay-per-view for me. I was looking forward to that match. So when he came on, I was all eyes on that, man.
Right. And when D-Lock was in here, Navon was having all kinds of fits.
I bet you. Dylan, don't you put that finger on the fucking camera, Dylan.
He said at one point, look here, I don't just say no, I say, oh, hell to the no.
Yeah. So he's very dramatic. He goes, oh, hell to the
no. Riley Bates also would ask, if you could, would you come to South Dakota?
Oh, I mean, yeah, hell yeah, man. If I could, I'll definitely go down there, man. If you got that gas money. It's hard for us BYW wrestlers from North and from the East to go everywhere else because, money situation, man. Money's tight right now. And especially like a guy like me, I have two schedules. I have three schedules. I have my real life schedule, I have my indie schedule, and then I have the BYW schedule. And I have to do all three of them and not piss somebody off. So it's difficult. Right. So do I see myself going? I think he was South Dakota.
Yes, South Dakota.
Do I see myself going to South Dakota? Yes. If the matches are there and they're right people and they're good people, and I feel like it's worth my time, yeah, I'm down, man. Everybody knows, man. Everybody knows I travel, man. So.
All right. Jay Joker would say, "Love you, brother Yankee," and that he is hoping to make it to Best in the Yard 4. Someone started GoFundMe.
You better make it.
He says someone started GoFundMe and raised $600 for the tickets, guys.
Let's get it popping. Let's do it. $600. GoFundMe. Let me see. GoFundMe.com, right? I think it is. GoFundMe.com.
Yeah, I think so.
J Joker
That's what
needs
it
to
is.
be in Biddy 4. Start it up, somebody. Donate the fucking money. That man needs to be there, man. That man is a part of this shit. That man is a part of this movement.
He also said he'd love to come on here sometime. I just have to give him a time and a place. Be more than
Oh,
happy
yeah,
to.
dude. You need to have him in here, dude. He's awesome. He's great.
I got him on Twitter. I'll catch up with him on there about that. We'll get something popping.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I like that. I see you taking my shit. I like that shit, man. We get something popping, son.
A little bit here and there. I pick up, yes. So Atlas had a few more things he wanted to put out there. You one of the very few guys I can be on the phone with for like an hour and not even realize Difference Maker ain't a gimmick. This man helped with some personal shit when I was in a real dark place.
Yeah. See that's very touching to me, man, because I've dealt with the same situation that Atlas was dealing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Atlas, man, me and him, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Me and him will argue. We will argue, but he knows damn fucking well that he has my respect, and he knows damn fucking well that he's like my younger brother. Um, we will have our moments, ups and downs, but that's my boy, man. That's my brother. That's and he is fucking awesome. The Yankee you see on wrestling, um, heel Yankee. That's take it as you want it. You know what I mean? But
Right.
the real life Yankee, the not Yankee, away from Yankee, John.
Yeah.
I'm completely different. You know what I mean? I'm very caring, very lovable, I'm very family oriented. So yeah, man, I could sit down with Atlas and we could talk for fucking hours on end on the phone. And we could be talking about this stupidest shit, man. I could be watching fucking Rick and Morty and he could be calling me and say, hey, man, you watching a new episode or whatever. And we could just, from there, spark up a whole conversation an hour long. And it's like, we don't even notice, you know what I mean? Because we're so, we're so close with each other.
Yeah.
But he knows, man. He knows that me and him will argue, but we always have each other's backs. And that's what counts. That's what matters to me.
Yeah. He would go on to say the difference maker is Yankee as a person. If you don't have a friend like him, fucking get one.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I do make a difference, man. I'm the type of guy that would take my shirt off my back and give it to you. And I was taught that from my grandfather, may God rest his soul. He always told me to be humble. He always told me to be a good man of people. But he also told me not to take shit from anybody. And
Right.
goddamn, I don't take shit from nobody.
Yeah, we see that. Some people might.
So yeah, get one. Get a friend like me, son. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to agree with what
I
you
heard
said,
my
though.
chest. I heard my chest in that shit.
But yeah, I'd have to agree with what you said. You as a character compared to you in actual talk to face face, or even meet in person, I'm sure it's quite different day and night, pretty much. So
Yeah. And it's hard, man. It's hard being like a person like me, man, to have to switch that up because no long ago, I do medical transport for a living. I do like ambulettes and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
And I picked up this family and there was this little kid, man, he had to be like 7, 8 years old. And he said, hey, are you that guy that wrestled Zach Daniels at Best in the Yard? And I was like, yeah, man, I am that guy. And he goes, I'm glad Zach Daniel beat you. and I was like, fuck you, kid. So I was happy for a minute. Man. And, and then he hit me with that shit. He hit me with that shit. And I was like, this motherfucker. You know now who's going to be late to his fucking appointment. But I think I called Zach Daniels after that. And I was like, Zach, you're not going to believe this shit, man. I'm still taking heat from this motherfucking match, man.
Right. Yeah, you will for quite a while, I'm sure.
Yeah, I from that match, bro, I got a lot of heat. Like, I got messages in Twitter. I even went into Facebook. I got messages saying you should be arrested for sexual harassment. You should be arrested for putting your hands on a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could go on and on about this shit. Especially like it wasn't just like one night. Like it wasn't a one night only thing. It was because me and Zach, we were building this for about 8, 9 months.
Right.
So it was literally like an 8-9 month thing. Like it started as soon as I put my hands on Zach Daniels' wife for the first time. That's when everybody lost their shits.
Of course.
You know. and she didn't even know it was gonna happen. Literally, like I sit next to her and I was like, "Hey, follow my lead." And she's like, "What?" I said, "Just follow my lead." And then all of a sudden, Zach Daniels pans out. He's coming out the ring, and I grab her by the hair. And she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "It's okay. Just trust me."
Yeah. Which obviously she learned to do pretty quickly. Oh.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Again.
She's awesome, man. She's awesome.
Atlas did have a question off of those couple comments he put. Why do you think it's going to be a triple threat at UWE Endgame? Why do you think there's going to be another guy added?
Why do I think?
Mm-hmm.
Because I fucking know. Because I know. What do you mean, what do I think? I feel like there is somebody else because the way that TJ, I don't know if you guys see UWE, but TJ came to me and he said, we want for this. This is what you need. This is what you deserve. And it's true. I deserve that. I want it. I need it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But UWE has a way of screwing people.
Right.
And because don't get me wrong, I love the company. I love the people there, man. But this is not John talking. This is Yankee talking right now. Let's just get that fucking straight.
Yep.
UWE has a way of fucking people. Okay? Say whatever you want to say. When TJ came to me and said, look, it's going to be just you and me for this, he never told me he spoke to management about this.
Sure.
He never told me, I went to higher ups and said this match was going to be it and this is going to be set up like this.
Yeah.
So who is to say that there's not somebody else? Because I'm pretty sure before I showed up in UWE, there was somebody else there.
Yeah.
So who's that someone? Why, am I just going to skip the line?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that someone is, but whoever it is, better, pack a lunch, man.
Right. We'll just wait and see. Since UWE actually did post, Endgame will go up a week from this upcoming Wednesday. So.
Yes, you do not want to miss it, man. Endgame is it's going to be a great, great show. Damn, it's a shame.
It is.
It's a shame that this is it. You know what I mean? It was a company that I had hopes for because, when I first went up there, I competed in a couple of shows for them. I think one of them was Saturday. What is it? Saturday Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
Yep.
I competed also on the Rumble.
Yep.
I believe I don't remember. Was I? I think I was in Redemption. Was I?
Yeah, you're at Ultimate Redemption last year.
I was Ultimate Redemption. Yeah. So it was a company that I want to make, my home as well. And just to be cut short, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. It kind of like hit me in the heart, man, when I saw the promo and fucking I see Everett goes, I give you a hint. It's fucking ending. And I'm like, fuck. Like, what the fuck do you mean? You ain't going to text nobody? You ain't going to call nobody? You ain't going to put this motherfucker to a vote? You just...
I didn't think that.
So, it hits in the heart, man, that now that was supposed to be my second home in New York is probably not going to be there,
Right. All right.
But whatever it is, I'm going to steal the fucking show. I know that.
I'm sure you will. Now, on a kind of a personal note here, King Dominator, deal with things. He messaged me on Twitter because I skipped over his question once. He's posted a couple different times in here. I'm just now getting to it a second time. Deal with it. I've got other questions on here, not just from you. So I'm getting to them when I can. Quit messaging me about it. Especially when they're not BYW related. I try to keep this stuff BYW related. If you want to ask people about Dean Ambrose and WWE, do it on your own time, please.
Yes.
That's all I got to say about that. I'm not going to ask Yankee the question. So if you got another one that's BYW related, ask away, please. Or if it's to do with his indie career.
You're damn right.
Thank you.
Damn right, motherfucker.
Sorry, I don't mean to go off. Try not to go off on here, but sometimes people just...
It is what it is, man. I know. Trust me. It's that heat, bro. You got to become a heel.
Maybe sometimes.
The gift of Tony. Drink it in, man.
Perhaps. Mr. Awesome would say, I'll mention this. If Navan became a pilot, he falls asleep 10 minutes later, ready to crash into a bridge. He wakes up. Novin's here.
Who the fuck said that?
Mr. Awesome.
That was awesome. I like that. I like that, man. Nevon hates. He don't like heights too much, man. So I don't know if we'll ever become a pilot, but it took me a while to actually get him to go on a fucking plane with me. So
Yeah. So Atlas would like to know, tell us how you feel about mosh pits.
I fucking hate them because I'm not white. That's what he's looking for, man. It is not for me, man. I remember when I first met him, man, and he told me about this mosh pit shit, man. And I finally like looked it up. These people are fucking each other up, man.
Mm-hmm.
These people are punching each other in the face for no fucking reason. Like, that's not for me. I ain't going to jail.
Right?
So, but he's awesome at it, man. He does it on his entrance, and he's awesome at it.
All right. Yeah, he definitely something enjoyable. And unfortunately, we don't see it now in UWE, but
Just give it some time, man. Give it some time. I mean, I know it's hard to say that, but shit, I don't fucking know, man. Atlas is a fucking badass, man. He's a badass. No pun intended.
I gotta go off again here on this comment section, guys. Mr. Awesome, King Dominator, and Riley Bates are having their own little war here. Take it away from the chat here. We're here to talk with Yankee about his career, his backyard wrestling time, and stuff like that.
Guys, you motherfuckers can fight on your own fucking time. Don't be bitches about it. Fight on your own time.
All right. So if you guys got any other questions, make sure you put them in there. I see it. I finally caught up with everybody's. And I'm not gonna even mention what they're arguing about or anything like that. So.
Please do. This gotta be fun.
No, it's not. It's stupid. I'm not even gonna go there.
Come on, Spikey. Come up here. This is my dog. I don't know if you can see him. Right here.
Kind of, sort of.
Come here, Spikey. Come on. Ah, this is him. This is Spike. He even got the Murder Club colors. Look at that.
Yep, like away.
That's right. All right, big baby. Get your ass in your cage, man.
What has your experience been like when you've gone to UWE?
My experience in UWE, personal or career-wise?
Do both.
Personal, man? Personal, man, is a fucking great place to be in. I'm very good friends with everybody there. They always show me love. Every time I get there, the first person I usually talk to is REF. He's awesome. But everybody up there show me love, man. They like me, and I'm able to be myself around them.
Right.
I'm able to joke around and get people laughing. See, like when I go to shows and I go to other companies, my goal is to make somebody crack. Like that's my goal. Like somebody break character, and I try to do that all the time. So if you ever hear the crowd and you hear fucking a loud motherfucker, it's usually me. It's usually me, because that's the point. I'm trying to make them crack. But personal wise, man, is a beautiful experience. I love being up there. It's my second home. Now career wise, y'all motherfuckers fucking up. Y'all better listen. You better fucking recognize here, man. Recognize. Fucking great.
Yeah. So what pretty much answers that question. But what's your thoughts? Do you think Endgame is actually going to be the end of UWE, or do you think we'll be seeing more from them possibly in the future?
What's that?
Personally, what? Me. I'm asking this.
Okay. Do I think
talking in the comments?
Do I think it's going to be the end? I hope not. I because it'll be short for me. I mean, it'll be really short. So I hope not. I hope that it's not the end, and I hope that it continues on. Um, I would love for it to continue on. But if it is the end, I'm gonna go out with a bang. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make my mark before I departure, if that's the case. Um, but if it's not the end, God will only know. You know what I
Right?
mean? Creed holds all the control, man. I'm gonna give credit where credit's due, man. Creed is a talented motherfucker, man, and he holds the controls over that. So if Creed wants to shut that shit off, he could shut that shit off.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. We saw it. You saw it, man.
I have. That's true. I've talked to the man about it himself too. So let's see what happens with that. Um, so I don't recall how much of it we talked about in the first one. I should have watched it back. But King of the Yard, you had pretty awesome matches there. If there is a King of the Yard 2, you would be more than willing to participate in it, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Well, like right now, like uh, Yankee itself has become like his own. Like I feel like me, my character has become his own entity. Like
Uh-huh.
I'm everywhere. I want to be everywhere as possible. So I have become like this traveling talent. So being that it's gonna be in my home turf, oh hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna be on that shit like white on rice.
Now,
You know what I mean?
right. If you
I
had
have to.
the opportunity to choose an opponent for the first round, who would you pick?
Oh man. Uh do you have to be like people that I never fought before or like
Anybody, as long as it's not from BEW, since we know
all
most.
right, so first, Nick Somas.
Oh, nice.
Nick Somas. I mean, I love Nick Somas, man. Nick Somas is awesome, man. And the fight that we had a fucking dude. I I tossed him out the ring, man. He flew over.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It was awesome.
Right. So Atlas says, "Yo, if this wrestling thing doesn't work out for you, you could make a killing in stand-up comedy, my brother."
Oh shit, man. I was told that a lot of times, and I said I ain't that funny, man. But people say that to me all the time too. But
So H2 has joined us and would like to know, when is the next episode of Proving Ground going up?
H H2. Who said the H?
H2 did, yeah.
H man. H man. You know the struggle, man.
That he does.
At the moment, we're looking to get it up soon. Right now it's the holidays. A lot of people are, with their families, and they don't have the time like that right now because it's a bad month. It's the holidays. So I know for a fact that if it was me, I wouldn't want to be bothered. It's the holidays. It's Christmas. You know what I mean? But as soon as we get it, I'll shoot it up to Mickey Matthews, and Mickey Matthews could do this thing. And he needs to be more energetic. I need that shit, man.
Yeah, I could definitely, in ways, agree with that. You could be a little more.
Yeah, man. What's up? What's up with episode 4 of Proving Ground, man? I know Proving Ground, and it's like, you know, something that I run and shit. But I'm gonna be real, man. Mickey Matthews, what's up with you, bro? If you're watching this, Mickey Matthews, what the fuck's up with you, man? You was all like, it's like this, man. This was. Give me a microphone, man. This is. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mickey Matthews, and this is Flight 432, and you are going to Boston. Like, it sounded like a fucking flight attendant, right?
Yeah, it sounded like something.
I was like, what the fuck's wrong with Mickey Matthews, man? Mickey Matthews, when he started, man, he was like, yo, I'm fucking Mickey Matthews, and I'm here to make money and fuck bitches. You know? Now he's
Right.
like, I'm Mickey Matthews. I'm recently married, and I got, you know? Nah, but all jokes aside, man, H2 is fucking great. Mickey Matthews is amazing. He just, you're not gonna see the same Mickey Matthews on episode 5
Yeah.
than episode 4. Episode 4, he was a little bit more, on the calm, but we'll see him. We'll see him again.
H2 says, "He was sick, you bastards."
That's what he emailed me. He said, "Hey, Yankee, listen, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm not gonna be able to do the right commentary." And I was like, "You gotta fucking do it," and he did. So I give him props for that.
Yep. Riley Bates says, "Hey Yankee, you can come to BWE in South Dakota and face me. The cards are open."
And face who?
Face him, Riley Bates.
Oh God, Riley. Oh God. Riley, look, man, I admire you, man, that you want to wrestle me, but I tell you right now, you don't want to die, man. You're still young. I'm a tough SOB, man. I tell you that right now. I'm tough, man. So, but yeah, I mean, if the opportunity presents itself the right way, and there's somebody there that that I look, and man, forward me your channel, man, your YouTube. Hit me up on Twitter, man. Forward that shit, and I'll be able to look at it and see what I think about it. Tell you what I think.
Yeah, I'll give the kid props. He's got some guts. He's challenging you here, and he also tried challenging Cage. I don't think I've got to that out of the chat section, but
yeah, but I don't think it's gonna. I mean, I'm gonna keep it on the real, man. I'm a very busy man, and I don't think you and me are gonna happen for a very, 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 very long time. Jesus might do his second coming before we wrestle, but it might happen. There was another guy. I think it was King Dominator, if I remember correctly. He fucking cut a promo in his bedroom about me.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean? And I feel a little bit harassed. I was like, damn, like he's trying to fuck me? What the fuck? But right. I let it go, man. It's just, fans are fans.
Yeah. So as they're starting to get a little bit quieter, see what they say in there. Let's talk a little bit about Best in the Yard.
Okay.
Best of the Yard 4 is coming up in about 6 months or so. Do you have anybody specific in mind that you would like to face if given the opportunity to at that show that you might be able to discuss about?
There's a lot of people that I wanted to face the Best in the Yard. But I keep it 100, man. Best in the Yard is the type of show that if you don't have your opponent for the very next year right at Best in the Yard, you're probably not going to get it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that go quick. And everybody is like, Best in the Yard, every Best in the Yard is like, you go from being drafted to being a free agent. So after your match or Best in the Yard, you already have people coming at you, say, hey, man, I want you for Best in the Yard, whatever, or I want you. You know what I mean? So if you don't get your opponent that day, you ain't probably not going to get it. Things get set up years in advance. You know what I mean? Like a year in advance, honestly. So there's a lot of guys that I would like to work at Best in the Yard, man. I would like to work Zach Daniels one more time. Go at it again. We still have unfinished businesses. Sure. I would like to work Chase Bridges. Why? Because that's Zach Daniels' brother, and he put his nose where he doesn't fucking belong. What the hell is he doing there celebrating with Zach after he beat me? Like, oh, this is my brother. Like he won a fucking Oscar or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's also other guys that I would like to work. Dustin, I would like to work Dustin. I would like to work Cage. I would like to work Aaron Jones. I think I went through this already. I would like to shit, man. I would like to big time Mike if he comes back from retirement, man. Right. I even go as crazy as working my own bro Rick Rios because I love that man and I would like to get in the ring with him, man. Rick Rios is one of the most talented men in BYW ever that I ever seen, and he's the only one. He's the only one that have put down Mike.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, big time, big time. They call him big time for a reason. This motherfucker is huge. This guy is tall, stocky. He's built. He's no joke. And Rick Rios took him on.
And not only once, twice.
Twice. The first time WrestleCon. I think you've seen that, right? WrestleCon. Yep. They couldn't even finish the match.
Right.
They beat the fuck out of each other so much that they couldn't even finish the match. And let me tell you, that match of Rick Rios and Big Time Mike at WrestleCon, I knew about that match.
Yeah.
Way before, like, you know what I mean? Like, when I saw that, I was like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Rick Rios tied Mike's hand behind his fucking back, and he F5'd him on the fucking ground.
On the stage, yeah.
Like, what? That's fucking hard, bro. Like, you don't understand. So, yo, those two guys are, like, one of my people that I would like to wrestle, man.
Okay. Mr. Awesome asks, what are your plans for 2018, Yankee?
Well, 2017 is coming to an end. I'm pretty sure I was a breakout wrestler of the year. I did a lot of things, and a lot of things that you guys haven't seen that I already filmed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Within my company, I became hardcore champion. I main evented Best in the Yard 3. Um, so the Murder Club was everywhere. I got a lot of victories on the road, and I got my defeats as well. Um, so yeah, I'll prove 2017 to be my year, and 2018 is not gonna be any different. I tell you what, um, I'm not gonna be doing this forever. Off the bat, I'm not gonna be doing this forever. But every year that I'm doing this, I want to do it like it's my last. You know what I mean? So
Right.
when I go, you guys will remember me.
Definitely. Riley Bates mentions, "Hey, you're on my promos list, number 3."
I'm in your promos list,
That's
so
what it,
I'm guess probably wants me to go to the channel and look at his promo and shit.
maybe. I'm not sure. He also asks, "Would you face Jason Walker in an Extreme Rules match?"
Would I face Jason Walker? Oh man. Well, you see, I listen. I'm gonna be completely real with you, man. Spikey, come on, let's go in your case, man. Um, I'll be real with you, man. I wanted to face Jason Walker at King of the Yard.
Hmm.
I wanted to. Man, when the brackets were being made, I was like, man, if Jason Walker could make it, I want to be in the ring with Jason Walker. I would
Right.
like to wrestle Jason. I want to wrestle Jason. And unfortunately, it didn't work out, so it didn't happen. Um, it was afraid that I was going to break that streak.
That had been it.
It was afraid. You were afraid that I was going to. Jason Walker, I'm calling you out. You was afraid that I was going to break that streak, man. I can't believe you. But then what happened? Karma. Your streak got broken by fucking Arnold, man. What the fuck?
Right?
What? Man, I was so mad. I was so mad, man. I was like, that could have been me. That could have been me. I could have broken the streak, man. But not Jason Walker, man. He's an amazing guy. I'm very good friends with him, and that was one of my dream matches. Me and Jason Walker. Doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. But if I have a chance to fight Jason Walker in a hardcore match, I'll put my fucking title on the line if that's the case. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Okay. And I'll get to H2's question here in a minute because I see he's got one in there that I think is pretty good. And I'm going to skip over it for a second here, though. King Dominator says, "Will you ever face any of the younger talents in backyard wrestling?"
Of course. I believe in younger talent. Shit. Proving ground. Hello?
Right?
If I didn't believe in younger talent, I wouldn't be putting my skin and my ass on the line for proving ground.
Exactly.
I believe in younger talent. I believe that they are the future because when I go and when people like Cameron Jackson go and Big Time Mike already went, Drew Hood already went, there's got to be people there to replace those people. That's how it works. This is like a machine. You know what I mean? The more you go, the more you start becoming older and older and older and older, and eventually you got to have to step away and give that torch to somebody else. So yeah, I believe on the younger talent. And do I fight younger talent? Absolutely, absolutely. But it has to be earned. It has to be earned. It's not just give you a match because you fucking want to shine or you want to feed off my shine. It doesn't work like that. I work hard for what I have. I busted my ass for a whole year so somebody could be like, hey man, main event Best in the Yard. You know what I mean? I busted my ass. So you have to earn your keeps, man, around here. It's not like, oh, you just show up and you get it. No, man, you got to earn your keeps. You got to show your respect. You got to pay your dues. Just because it's backyard wrestling, this doesn't mean that you have no dues to pay. Because I tell you what, no matter where I go, I'll go backstage, and if they tell me, hey, man, Yank, come put this ring up, I'm the one that does it. And then I go out there and wrestle my ass off, and then I put it down and put it away. That's me. That's what I do. You know what I mean? I'm still paying my dues. Yeah. I don't give a shit. I'm an icon in backyard wrestling. Everybody's like, in fact, fun fact, that used to be my name back in the days, Yankee the Icon. And, and I still pay dues. Nevon McDonald's, Nevon McDonald, the king of the Golden Arches. Nevon McDonald still pays dues, man. He still put rings up together, man. Felix, same. You know what I mean?
Right?
Everybody in VTW puts their ring up, man. You all got to pay dues, man. You got to pay dues.
Yes, exactly. It's kind of funny. We were talking about this a little bit before we went on air.
Mhm.
Riley Bates asked, "Who do you think Cameron Jackson called in Vindication episode 50?"
Who do I think? All right, so come here, Spikey.
Yep.
Get in your cage, buddy. I'll let you out in a minute. Who do I think Cameron Jackson called? Let me tell you something, man. Cameron Jackson is probably, and I'm not saying that because he's a great friend of mine, but he's probably, they don't call him the mastermind for a reason. Like, you know what I mean? You know, he does have a plan for everything he does. He has like, he goes directly through the source. So I'm sure that he has a plan and he called the right person to deal with it. I'm sure. Shit, who knows? You imagine if fucking Cameron got Big Time Mike to come back?
Right?
You imagine if Cameron was able to tuck Drew Hood out of retirement?
Both would be awesome.
You imagine if Cameron called me? I mean, because if you remember correctly, if you watch other federations, Cameron Jackson and I are very close. Murder Club close. He represents us somewhere else. You know what I mean? So, who knows? Who knows? Who knows, man?
I just say,
shit. You imagine if Cameron Jackson called fucking Daisy?
right?
If that shit
Cam Jackson,
happens,
Daisy. There you go.
if that shit happens, I'm gonna lose my shits.
Who wouldn't?
I tell you what, man.
All right. Let's get into H2's question, and I'm going to do a little cheap plug at the end of it here because I can. It's my show, and I have something to do with this show. So, Yankee, are you ready to see me punch Mark Williams in the mouth tomorrow night on BCW's grandest stage?
Yes. Yeah, yes, man. Yes.
That's the first part of his two-point question. But
yes. And if you don't do it, I will fucking fly out and do it myself. Like, you know what I mean? Again, everything has to come to an end, and I'm going crazy. I want to see it, so I'm fucking ready. I believe in you, bro. I got you.
And then he would say, and then punch Jason Page and whoever he brings with him in the mouth when they come to When Worlds Collide.
Yes, bro. I believe it, man. Listen, H2. I don't know if you ever seen H2 person, but in person he's fucking short. He's like a small Sheamus.
He's the same height as me, so
yes. How tall are you?
5'5".
5. You small, bro. You tiny.
Yep, for sure.
But H2, man, he's a fucking tough cookie, man. He's tough, man, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for him to do work and hopefully take it home, take the victory. You know what I mean? Right. That's my boy, man.
Off of that, I got to do the little plug here. When Worlds Collide will be on the NWF Adrenaline channel on New Year's Eve at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Do not miss it. You do not want to miss it. If you miss it, I will go to your house and I will pop up power bomb your mom.
There you go. So Yankee even endorses When Worlds Collide. So
When Worlds Collide.
It's going to be a great show. And you'll even see an appearance from me on that show. So.
Hey, look at that, man. Was that a first? Are you dropping like some
Maybe.
Yo, shit. Tony over there doing moves, man.
I didn't say I was doing that, but I just made an appearance.
You mad at yourself in the ring, man?
I got inside the ring. I just haven't competed in the ring. So just watch and see. You'll see what happens.
Ain't a trampoline, I'll tell you that much.
No, that's for sure. All right. So King Dominator wants to know, would you love to face Mark Williams?
See, like, I don't know a lot about Mark Williams. I seen like a couple of his things that he do, like a couple of his matches and stuff like that. I kind of like jump over left and right on it. But he's a good guy, man. He's talented. He's talented. He got the talent. So if the opportunity presents itself, and yeah, hell yeah, man. I love the first Mark Williams, man. I whoop that ass, man.
Riley Bates says, if it had to happen, would you face one of your Murder Club members, which we've kind of went over already, but
if it had to happen, yeah, man, because you know what? What doesn't kill us make us stronger, man. And we are, believe it or not, we're a big family, man. We're fucking brotherhood, man. We're gonna fight, but we have each other's backs, man. We have each other's backs. So if it had to happen and there was a price involved, shit, yeah, man. Because if it's not me, it's him, and if it's not him, it's me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's either kill or be killed. Man, we all going for the. We all have the same goal in mind. We all want to be champions.
Correct.
So if you have to come down that two guys made it at the same time, it's got to go down. But at the end of the day, I promise you and guarantee you that at the end of the day, we're gonna hug it out. We're gonna shake it off, and we're gonna keep moving forward. And we're gonna support each other. You know what I mean?
Funny thing is, the very next comment on there is actually from the DBW current World Heavyweight Champion Casey James, who says in all caps, "Yankee, why you ducking me, motherfucker?"
I'm not ducking you. Make the match. Make it happen. You're the champion, right? Put your title on the line. Hit him up. Hey, man, Yank, come here. Wrestle me for this fucking title. You want the match? Make the match. Make it happen. DBW ground. Make it happen. But put the strap. Put the strap on the line, man.
Navon says he's apparently now home because he hasn't mentioned anything in quite a while, but says, "I'm about to buy $75 worth of Pizza Hut again."
Oh, my God, dude. That was ridiculous, man. So, you guys probably don't get it, but there was a night that it was me, Navon, and Cam. I think it was. And we went to Pizza Hut, man, and everybody had like Navon, he carries enough cash for himself. That's how it works. He carries enough cash for himself. So we gave all the cash to Navon, and Navon have to swipe his card. And Navon hates swiping his card. He just fucking he'd rather fucking sleep with a midget before he swipes that motherfucking card. So we said we all give him the money, right? And we said just pay it with your card because he didn't have his money with him, so he only had his card. So I said, we'll give you the money and then you pay with your card. And his card was $70-some on Pizza Hut. Man, there's a bunch of us, and he saw the bill. And you ever looked at a bill that you don't think is right, and then you look at it like if it was gonna change and shit, you start questioning shit.
Yeah.
That was Navon. Navon was like, "Well, who had the hot wings? Who had the fucking breadsticks? You know what I mean?" That was him. Yo, that night was awesome though. That night was awesome. But that was actually like one of the nights that me, Navon, and Cameron Jackson got to sit down together and eat together as a family. Man, it was great.
He would go on to finish that part and say, "Watch this interview in its entirety." Oh, and I love Tiger Talks Wrestling. To that, Navon, I say thank you. I know you do, and I appreciate all your support. Very much so.
Yo, I do you a first, man. I'll be back, man. I'll do you a first. I'll be back.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me check first if I could do it. Hold on.
Okay. You go for it. But yeah, definitely appreciate all the support from you, Navon. And bringing in some BEW guys for me to get on here as well. That I would much appreciate as well. So. For guys like you, this show wouldn't be where it is today. It wouldn't be a show. But while we're still waiting on Yankee, let's see, what else can I plug? Don't know who the next guest will be on here. Haven't quite figured that out yet. I might take, other than next Friday, I might take the week off, but we'll see what happens. Maybe not. Have to talk to somebody. Lockdown's got their next episode coming up on Wednesday, so we might have another UWE guest here on Wednesday or Thursday.
So I was actually trying to call Carlitos, but he ain't here.
You're not
He
in.
ain't here, man. He was gonna be hyped. I was like, hold on, let me check. Hold on.
Now was it? Say my outline? Well, yeah, there you go. Go back and watch Samael. He was on here as well recently. It was a fun time.
Yeah, Khalid not here, man. You got to get him in here, man. He's fucking hilarious, man. He drinks a little bit and then he gets hype.
Navan says if I get Carlitos, I gotta have him and Arnold both on here.
Definitely, man. Those two guys, fucking, God, man, they're fucking horrible, dude. They're horrible together. They're horrible together.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get to Riley Bates' question. He says, "Okay, I want to hear this. Is it hard to be a wrestler, and how could we, as in his company works for BWE, make our trampoline wrestling better?"
He works for what company?
BWE.
BWE.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna give you advice off the bat. Change the name. The name's gotta go. If I'm correct, that company used to be in Connecticut. BWE.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already established back here, Fed. So you kind of want to change the name and.
Oh, might have lost him there for a second. The dynamic duo, Carlitos and Arnold. Yeah, that would be interesting. I like that question, the most recent one you put, Mr. Awesome, and I'll get into that here. Once we got Yankee back. That is another Fed already that's called BWE, then yeah, I would agree with that part. Definitely.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
So there is a company in Connecticut called BWE. And I'm pretty sure they are already like retired and stuff. So you might want to they were already established. I'm pretty sure like a lot of guys competed there. If I remember correctly, the Dark Side competed in there. So they're already established. So you kind of want to make your own, name and make your own brand pop. So you got to change the name. And if I could give you a good advice is practice. Everything makes perfect. All that practice is going to make perfect. So trampoline wise, yes, it's good to start on a trampoline. Because take it from me, the ring is not a soft canvas. It's very hard. But eventually you're gonna have to move up to a ring because if you want better, quality stuff, like a ring makes it look more professional. So definitely.
All right. This was actually a question to me, but I do want to answer it because it is a good point to answer. Good question to answer. Mr. Awesome asked if I plan on including some of the stars from When Worlds Collide on here at some point. The answer to that is yes. I don't know who all exactly yet or what exactly it's going to entail, but I'm in talks with H2. We're going to figure something out probably before it airs, but we'll see. Atlas, on the other hand, says that's where the greatest backyard ref is from. Shout out to Justin Del Rio. Assuming the other BWE is what he's referring to.
I'm here. Did I lose you again?
I don't think you lost me. I lost your picture, but you're still here.
All right. Let me see what the fuck is going on here. Let's fuck with my beautiful face. There you go. Hey, how you doing? Man? There you go.
But if you didn't catch, Atlas said that's where BWE is where the greatest backyard ref is from. Shout out to Justin Del Rio.
That's my man Justin, man. He ref a couple of my matches, man. Now, I think now he's he's working and stuff like that, and I believe he actually ref a couple of indie matches too. I'm not so sure, but he's awesome. He's an awesome guy. If you ever get to talk to him, he runs this really good page in Facebook called WWE Nerds, I believe it is, and amazing guy, amazing guy.
Riley Bates says, thanks, Yankee, for the advice on his company, BWE. We do have a trampoline, and we ain't starting until next year, March or April. And Atlas also responded, Justin Del Rio reffed a lot of the King of the Yard matches. Met him my first time at BEW.
Yeah, he's a great man. Justin Del Rio is a great guy. This is You know, I talked to him on a personal level. He's very, very, very knowledgeable in wrestling.
Hmm.
Um, when I first met him, man, awesome. He's great with my kids. He took pictures with my kids. So he's a great guy, man. Great friend too, man. He went to one of my shows up in Ellenville, New York, and the show was canceled because the people that had the venue they never came up to open it, so they had to cancel the show last minute. And he was awesome, bro. He showed up, and me and him went to McDonald's and we had some food, and he went his way, I went my way, man. That's how he is.
All right. All right. Riley B asks, "What side are you, Xbox or PS4?"
Xbox all day long. Xbox, son. That's how it is. I'm a gamer, bro. I'm a gamer. I love it, man. Right now, um, Assassin's Creed Oranges, man. That shit is like, wow, shit's great. Play a little bit of Call of Duty. Actually, you know what's funny? I'm a very, very big Walking Dead fan. I'm huge on The Walking Dead, man. And I played, Telltale games about The Walking Dead. I have it. I actually beat them all, but I always go back and replay them because I just like the fact that everything you do in the show, everything you do in the episode of the game, kind of like intervenes with the next episode. So I like that. So I'll play a lot of video games, man. That's my main thing. I'm actually next year coming up. I'm thinking of buying a traveling console that I could just travel with and take it everywhere. I don't know if Victor ever tell you the story of him in his hotel room with the Xbox One playing WWE. Like,
Yeah, I think he did kind of mention that one.
yeah, dude, I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. I don't. I might not look it. I might not look it, but I'm a fucking gamer, man. Deep down, man, you can see my collection. I have plenty of games there. Whatever you have, I probably have it. So if you do have Xbox and you want to play with Yankee the Difference Maker, very simple. Add me. Yankee space A45. Yankee space A45. Not together, separate. Yankee space A45. Space is not a word, by the way. It's just, leave a little space in between the A45. For you guys that probably don't know what the fuck that is.
The main reason I mentioned that is, what would you think if there was rumors of, but if a backyard wrestling video game actually came out?
Well, you know what, man? Harry, everybody knows Harry.
Yep.
He's awesome, and he actually made a couple of videos of like backyard wrestling,
Hmm.
theme video games for Xbox and PlayStation, and I was very honored to be part of that. I'm there, I'm in the game. I mean, I was a little bit upset with the overall because I would have thought that I was a little bit higher than that shit.
Yeah,
I think I was at what 89 or something like that.
somewhere's around there. Can't remember exactly.
I don't know what the fuck I was, but I know he rated me very low, and I was like, I just fucking main evented best in the yard. What kind of shit is this? Like, I gotta be at least a 90, man. At least. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? I'm a big guy. I'm athletic. I fucking do suicide dives and shit. Like, at least have to be a 90. But but it's a great concept. And if they had a backyard wrestling game, bro, like I'll definitely cop that. I'll probably be one of the first ones mid release, man, midnight release. I'll be there buying that shit because I love this business, whether it's the indies or the backyards, man. I love it.
I think that'd be pretty cool if somebody
I
somehow.
think it'd be dope, man. I mean, who wouldn't want to see in a video game Cage versus Yankee in a video game? What? Cameron Jackson, a triple threat,
There you
a
go.
triple threat. Cameron Jackson, Cage, and Yankee. Boom.
Just
That
stuff.
would be awesome.
Yep. Just dream of different things that you can do. Uh, King Dominator wants to know, how tall is the troll, Casey Chambers?
He's a troll.
My words.
He's a troll. Yeah, he's short, man. Casey Chambers. Um, don't knock the guy though. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and bash on him. Me and him, we have differences, man. We do. His mouth is like, I fucking despise his mouth because, you know, I know I'm a heel, and I know that I could sit there and talk shit to people, but sometimes like enough is enough. Like, come down. Like, it's not that, don't live the fucking character. And this guy lives the character. Like, he's an asshole. But he's he has a man. He has fight, man. He can fight. He has fight on him, man. He's a tough dude, man. It's a tough dude. And his height, I don't fucking know. I don't go around with a fucking measuring tape measuring motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He's got to be like maybe like 5'3", man. 5'3", 5'4". He's short. He's short. Like he's got to be like 5'3", around there.
Navine said Yankee Carl got bit.
Oh, I know, Navon. He's not dead, bro. He's not dead. I don't know if you read the comic, bro. I don't know if you read the comics, but there's a war in the comic books when Carl he fights the Whisperers. So what the fuck? But I found out why he got bit, man. He needed to die. He got fucking fired out of the show. They tell him, listen, you're gonna have to go and college or some shit, and that's what happened. So Carl got fucking bit. I was crying. I woke up my wife when the episode was happening. She was sleeping. I was like, fuck! No, God, why? God, Jesus. And my wife woke up. She said, what the fuck is going on? You all right? And I was like, fucking Carl is bit. Oh, shit. Rick is crying like a bitch. And fucking Michonne is over there licking her lips. Ow! You know? I was so mad. But shit happens, Navon. Just got to move on. I'm pretty sure now they're going to twist it, and Daryl's going to fight the Whisperer. So, still good, man. We're still good. We still got that crazy redneck in there.
All right, so Atlas says, Xbox. Ask him how butthurt he gets when you don't respond to his messages.
All right, look, listen. The first shit, listen, I'm going to tell you something. If you add me on Xbox, okay, and go to me and say, hey, man, I'm going to hit you up so we could, game together. All right, hit me up. And then when you do hit me up and I reply to you, I expect you to fucking reply to me. Because you fucking hit me up. Atlas, this question is revolving around you, motherfucker. This is you. This shit.
Right? All right. Would you love to face Grim in Grim's torso?
Oh, of course. Of course. Without a doubt, man. A lot of people don't know this, man, but Grim is a good wrestler, man. He's awesome. He wrestles in SWF times. A lot of people want me there. A lot of people want me to go there. I haven't had the chance to go there. I know a lot of people that are in there. It's just, timing. It's just the timing. It's got to be right for me. And am I ever going to be in Grim's Toy Show? Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. If I am, great. If I'm not, I'm still doing my thing. You know what I mean? But
already so.
But there's a big possibility that the time is just gotta align just right, and then I'll be there. I would like myself to be there. So you know what I mean. I would like to wrestle with them. They're awesome guys. I'm pretty sure that they're great. So
Casey James says of Casey Chambers, he took my name.
yes, he took a lot of names. There was a controversy, man, because Samael, it used to be Chambers, Gas Chamber. And then Casey James is Casey James. Casey James is Phoenix. Phoenix real name is Casey James. Then there was a little controversy because of the name and stuff like that. And next thing you know, there's this guy called Casey James. Not Casey James. I'm sorry. Casey Chambers, and that was weird. It's just like Casey Chambers. Okay, so Gas Chamber, Casey James. I think there's another Chambers, Kevin Chambers.
Having the impression, yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, we original, bro. We original.
Right. So, skipping over Navon's question here, but I'll get to it in just a second because Atlas says, got to go tend to the wife, so I'm jumping off and heading to bed. But I just want to say this. As no offense to others, got to, by far, be the best episode so far. Hashtag Tony, hashtag thank you, Yankee.
Hey, you're welcome, brother. Good night, hey, man. Tell your wife I say hello.
Thanks for joining in, Jason. Appreciate it. Navon asked, I've kind of wondered this myself because, well, we haven't seen him in quite a bit, and last time he was on was Halloween, and he didn't post anything that day. Do you know what the hell happened to Harry? Likes wrestling. It's like he fell off the face of the earth.
My boy Harry. I miss Harry, man. He's the one that introduced me to grime, man. Grime. It's like this rap shit they do over there, man, in London. He's from over there.
Yeah.
last time I talked to Harry, man, I was playing GTA with him. Actually, he has me on Xbox, so he hit me up and we played some GTA together, and we talked about it. We had an interview. Then we became good friends, and then I believe, if I'm correct, he either he's in college, one of the two. So his schedule is very busy. Um, but he, the time frame over there is not the same as over here. So right now over there is morning time. You know what I mean? Where he
Yep.
lives at is morning. So he's doing all his things. So by the time that he gets to morning to us, it's already like afternoon for them. So they're
Yeah.
already about to go to bed and all that shit. So imagine even so that when he did my interview before Best in the Yard, um, he was 11 o'clock at night over there,
Right.
and I was over here. I was just getting off of work over here, and it was 11 o'clock at night over there. So it's just time difference. But he's actually, I'm pretty sure he's doing good.
That's good. H2 wanted to know if you read any other comic books.
Do I read other comic books? I don't, but I want to start, dude. I'm becoming a huge fan of comic books, man. Um, especially like I want to start doing some Deadpool. I'm a very like Marvel type of guy, man. I love Marvel universe, and I want to start some Deadpool, some Daredevil. Daredevil's is my favorite superhero, and the Punisher. The Hulk is my favorite. Um, so yeah, hell yeah, I want to start more comic books. I want to. Is the thing is like I go online to read comics, man, and I'm always on the go, so I'm always on my phone. Um, I go online to read comics, man, and a lot of these online places they want you to pay a fucking hell of amount of money for you to just read one fucking comic book. And I'm not gonna sit there to read 15 pages and then be like, I just fucking wasted $15 and 15 pages. You know what I mean? So like, but I'm a fucking, I want to start having a comic book collection, but I want to start with The Walking Dead because I'm so into that show. Like, bro, trust me. I want to dress for Halloween. I'm gonna dress like the Fat Negan.
Nice.
I'm gonna be the
H2
Fat Negan.
says, hit me up for recommendations. I'm a huge comic fan. Marvel forever.
Hell yeah, man. Marvel. Hey, fuck yeah, man. Yo, listen. Who's that? H2, right?
Yep.
Yo, H, tell me you don't like the shit they did with the Punisher on Netflix, bro. Yeah, yeah. That shit hot, nigga. That shit hot.
So Atlas mentioned P.S. Malibu's Most Wanted. I got Gamecast. I can't afford it.
I got Game Cast. I can afford that shit. Yeah. It's my favorite part of the fucking movie, too.
And Navan says, Yankee, you got to lick your lips. Insider.
That's something that I always tell him, man. I always tell Navan, you gotta lick your lips. Because Navan's lips, man, I got all drool all up on my face, man. Navan's, for some reason, Navan's lips are always dry, man. Every time I talk to him, he's like, let me tell you something, Yankee. And that shit pisses me off, man, because there's nothing more. Whenever he gets mad, he's like, don't fucking do that shit, man. I don't know if you're mad at me or you're trying to sexually harass me. I don't fucking know that.
You would say, off of that, if you don't lick them lips, I'm going to take off my boot and put my feet on you.
Oh, this motherfucker, man. Man, we were driving North Carolina, man. And this motherfucker, it was me, Cameron Jackson, Rick Rios, uh, Navon. Who else was in the car? I think TJ. Um, Somebody else in the car. Shit, man. Who else? What was it? Me, Cameron Jackson, Rick Rios, TJ. No. It's only us five, yeah. And fucking Navon gets a cramp in the middle of the trip. Like,
Yep.
he gets a fucking cramp. And Navon is fucking tall. He's like 6'2", man. He's tall. He's a big dude. He's tall. So he's cramped in the back seat and he's in the middle between TJ Sakara and Rick Rios, man.
Yep.
So Ricky, it's middle of the night. Ricky got his headphones on and he's listening to his music and shit. Cameron is driving and
Yep.
I'm in the passenger. And next thing you know, Navon goes, "Oh, I got a cramp. Rick, damn it, Rick." And Rick is not paying attention for shit because he's listening to music. So
Yep.
Navon takes off his fucking shoe, and now I have, like, you don't put a foot next to me, man. That's fucking disgusting, man. And Navon picks up his fucking foot, man, and puts it pin this motherfucker right here. Right here, bro. And I'm like, I'm looking and I look and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I push his foot and he's like, I got a fucking cramp. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And Cameron looks and goes, what the fuck is your foot doing here, man? Like, yo, the shit that happens when we travel, bro, like, you guys have no idea, like, the shit that we have to put up so we could give you guys a good show.
Right. Navon says Everett was in the car. I was going to say Everett's the one that told me about this.
It was Everett. Yes, it wasn't TJ. It was Everett. That was the night that Everett ordered like fucking 4 Whoppers, double Whoppers. This motherfucker could eat. This motherfucker could eat, man. We stop in a gas station and Everett's like, yeah, I want some of this. I want some of this. I want some fucking juju fruits. I want some. Man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He could eat, man. He could eat, but Everett's a fucking smart man, bro. Like, now that I remember, he is right. It was Everett, man. We had an amazing conversation from North Carolina all the way back up, man. We had a great combo, man. Everett is awesome.
H2 said, haven't seen Punisher yet, but I'm going to binge watch that shit sometime soon.
Bro, I haven't even started bench watching it, bro. That show is amazing. But I saw the previews, bro, and I was like, oh, my God, man. Like, this is definitely, like, some, like, I don't even know how the fuck they allow this. So much blood and gore, dude.
Yeah. Riley Bates wants to know if you're a Star Wars fan and
Yes.
see The Last Jedi.
May the 4th be with you. Huh? The Last Jedi? No, I haven't seen it.
If you're going to go see it.
Am I going to go see it? I don't know, because I heard a couple of mixed reviews. I heard, like, one of the guys said that it was fucking horrible, and it's not living to the standards. And then I had another guy tell me that it was amazing. I should go see it. But I don't know. That might be one that I wait for in DVD. Or if anything, man, I go on a website and watch it for free. I mean, I'm not saying that it's legal.
But
you don't know. Well, you don't know it's me, son.
Right. That's fair. Especially there's ways around it. UWF New York says DC better, but Deadpool is cool.
He's only saying that because he's a DC character. This is Stinger. All right,
Yep.
This is Stinger talking.
Pretty sure.
He is a Superman freak. Okay, he's a Superman freak, man. So I tell you what, put Deadpool, right, versus Deadshot.
There you go.
Then let them go at it. Look it up online. Google it. Go to YouTube and be like Deadpool versus Deadshot and who's going to win. And I'm pretty sure if you put them together, Deadpool's going to win. 100, man. 100 times out of 100, he'll win.
All right. They're getting quiet in there again, so let me see. Oh, there we go. What's up, Yankees? Scorpion here. Stories are funny, but... And he leaves it at a but.
Stories are funny, but...
Yep, and then you put an S and there's nothing else there yet. Riley Bates says, Jurassic World Park fan.
Jurassic World? I'm not really a big fan of Jurassic Park. I'm sorry. If I want to go see lizards, I'll see Godzilla. I don't fucking... I'm not a big fan of that Jurassic Park shit, but I did I've watched Jurassic Park before. Where's my dog? Hey, buddy.
So Scorpion finishes at stories are funny, but New Year we will face off.
Ooh, that's a challenge. I mean, what is it that the old Ted DiBiase used to say? And Will Powers, he knows. He's, Ted DiBiase guy, big Ted DiBiase guy. Will Powers, he knows, man. Everybody's got a price. Put a price on the line, man. I'll be there. I'll whoop that old ass. I'll take the old dog back to the shed and see you later, old yeller. Mm-hmm.
Are there any companies that you have?
I'll probably take out myself too because I'm old as shit.
Are there any companies that you haven't gotten the chance to really travel to that much this year that you think you might possibly show up in a little more next year?
Yeah, H2's company. What is it? NF. Sorry, I'm bad with names. Sorry.
NWF Adrenaline is the name of the company.
NWF, right?
Yep.
NWF Adrenaline. I want to be there. I want to show up, wrestle there. I would also like to go a little bit on that side. You know what I mean? I would like to, go over there. There was a couple of companies that I've been watching on Twitter that I would like to go in. I really don't I have to go and see them on Twitter and to know their names.
Mm-hmm.
But but I think Cameron spoke about them in one of the interviews, and I after he spoke about them, I went and watched them, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are really good. I will definitely go there. There's a lot of companies, whoever wants me, if I could make it, I could make it.
Right.
I mean, I was supposed to be in Worlds Collide. I wanted to be in Worlds Collide, but things they didn't line up for me. You know what I mean? Things happen.
So H2 says off of that, the price is right. How about 350?
you give me 250 and we got a deal.
Okay. Dominator wants to know who is a dream match for you in Grim's Toy Show. Who do you want to face there?
I don't know why people think that I have beef with Pete. I don't. He's awesome. He's a great guy. But I don't know. He's kind of weird on Twitter, man. He follows me, unfollows me, and follows me again, and then unfollows me and follows me again. But I think Grim, of course, because he's like the owner, and then definitely Pete. I'll definitely would like to go 1-on-1 with Ellis Taylor, good friend of mine, awesome guy. I won 1-on-1 with Jordan Oliver in the Indies, so I would like to go 1-on-1 with him again there. Charlie Tiger, a couple of my people, just to get comfortable.
Right.
Evans, all those people.
So, two things from Nevada. Well, first let's go with this. Hayden says, if not 350, or how about 16?
Who said that?
H2.
H2? Man, Cameron gonna kick your ass, man. Don't like that shit, man.
Navan had to mention a couple things here. First off, says, hey, Tony, how long has this interview been? Which we're at the 2.5-hour mark at the moment.
Navan, nothing is going to be longer than your fucking 17-hour interview, all right? So shut the fuck up.
Yankee was talking shit about my interview being so long and how he can't watch it because of it. But now
my
look
shit is
at what a
entertaining.
hypocrite.
Your shit was 3 hours talking about your cowboy boots and your fucking hat. Get the fuck out of here.
And he'd also say, I want to go to NWF as well and WCF.
WCF. I think that is the company that Cameron was talking about.
And H2 says, but I love Cam. LOL.
Cam is awesome. I love Cameron Jackson.
Who doesn't?
I have. If you follow me on Snapchat, you'll see crazy stories when I'm down there in North Carolina. And if you put me and Cameron together in the same house with Aaron Jones, oh God, all hell's gonna break loose.
All right. As I wait to see other comments or questions there, any other road stories that you want to tell us about that we might not have heard?
I'm pretty sure like a lot of the fans know a lot of the things because things come out to the air all the time. No, man. I got a funny one. So this is like, when I met Cage, it was, we bonded. And when you watch Biddy and you see Buford come out, if the camera pans out to, I believe was the left side of the ring when I was sitting at, if it fucking pans out, you see Cage jumping on me because he's so excited that he realized that Kevin Show's dad is black. So you see Cage jump from the chair all the way up to my shoulders, and Cage is a small dude, like he's short. So I look like a fucking giant next to Cage, man. But that's another thing. That's another thing that we did that we bonded on, man. He has an amazing sense of humor.
Okay. Nevada says, yeah, crazy stories, all right. You fucking try to choke me out.
Yes, many times. I also put my finger in his mouth, and he chased me with a handsaw. So in what world does choking out is equal to handsaw?
Yeah, right?
The fuck kind of world are you living in, man? He almost killed me, man. Me and Navan will have an improv match anywhere. And it's like me and Cameron one day came to my house, and we were chilling, and we were watching old WWE tapes, and we're eating pizza. And next thing you know, me and Cameron are having a wrestling match in my living room. Two grown men, all right, having a fucking wrestling match in my living room. And my best friend Matt, he was a ref. He just like he started counting these shit, man. I think I put Cameron over on that one.
Right. Okay. Uh, never mind. Just reading what people are talking about. A couple people arguing about stuff that they shouldn't be in the chat room again, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Well, I literally got about. I'm gonna give you about 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna have to head out. I have to do daddy duties. You know, I have to
Sounds good.
put my kids to sleep and take care of the wife. If you know what I'm saying. Hey.
Wink, wink. All right,
Well, you
so
said keep it PG. I ain't Kevin Shaw,
no, I
man.
didn't say that. I said wink,
I
wink.
tell you how it is.
No, this ain't Kevin Shaw. This doesn't say YouTube. No, no PG
Kevin
stuff.
Shaw, man. Kevin Shaw is an amazing guy, by the way. Shout outs to Kevin. I love that guy. Better
Definitely
guy, bro.
congrats to him
Be the
being world
best.
champ.
Yeah, you deserve that shit, man. Run with it, bro. Run with it. Run with it.
So,
But I was kind of getting used to Zach Daniels having that belt.
yeah,
Something that I feel like expire off of his victory against me at Biddy. He finally defeated me. After such a long rivalry that he felt like he is successful. He finally managed to put his big, you know, problem to rest, and he is
yeah,
successful for that. So yeah, I feel like that inspire him to be like that because of me. So I'm glad that I was able to be a stepping stone for him to become this new character, and I dig it, man. I like it. Hell
oh
yeah, I
yeah, I
like
do
it.
too. I think he's got bright things coming with that character as well. So
That
even if
fucking
he's not,
SpongeBob theme song, the world's smallest violin.
uh-huh,
When I heard that by the way, when I heard that for the first time, it was live. I was out there when I heard it for the first time. It wasn't like I saw it in a video or anything. I was there,
right,
and when I hear the song playing, I didn't know who the fuck it was, and I look at
yeah,
Rick Rios, and I was like, "Is that motherfucking SpongeBob, nigga? What the fuck?" And then I saw Zach come out, and I was like, "Oh, say Zach, yeah, I should cheer for him." And then no, he's bad, he's bad. You gotta boo him, and I was like, "Oh, you suck, you're going bold." And everybody now is like, "You're going
everybody,
bold."
yeah,
I like what he does with Aaron Jones. I think it's so hilarious when he goes, "Well, blah blah, well, blah blah." I think that's fucking hilarious.
yeah, I do have to say I do miss the old theme song, but his new one is pretty catchy too. So
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you went from a dope ass song to like a dope song, but at the same time, like, what the fuck were you thinking?
right. So Navan says we went to NXT Poughkeepsie with Matt Styles and had a match in the parking lot.
Yes, we did. We did had a match. I think I went over on that because we almost got hit by a car. Um, we did. I told you, wherever you put me in Navon, we bound to have an impromptu match. Like, it just happens. We could be walking. I'll be like, Navon, I don't like you. And he goes, well, listen to me, motherfucker. I don't like you either. And then we start fighting in the fucking parking lot. I think he tried to go for a big boot, and a car was coming, and he almost hit us. But but yeah, man, NXT Poughkeepsie, forget it, dude. That show was awesome.
So Riley Bates says, I'm only 13 years old, Yankee. And from our chat on Twitter and YouTube, I want to face you in the future.
Do you want to face me in the future? He wants
He
to.
wants to face you.
To that, I think I answered. I think you asked me that already.
Pretty much did, but
To that, I'll say, train, train, train. I know you're 13 years old. Age doesn't matter in backyard wrestling. If you could work, you could work. If you can't, you can't. But you can just like jump over people. There's a line of people that wants a piece of me, and I'm on a line myself to have a piece of somebody else. So it works like that, man. You know what I mean? You got to earn your stuff. You got to earn your keeps.
give me 1 second here. Got to post something here real quick.
Mm-hmm. Man, I see your subscribers are going up, man. I like that.
Yeah, got up to just over 60, 70, somewhere like that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind that at all.
Shit, man. You're doing good, man.
Thanks. Not liking what I'm seeing in the chat from a couple people, so I'm just leaving them a little message here. And Samael says Navon choked me out with metal piece of a shed.
Yes. everything
70.
everything crazy that you hear is true. Like it's not. We're not making shit up. We're not making it to sound people. Sound crazy and shit. It happens. This is the type of crazy shit that we do when we're on the road.
Yeah, that's the way it sounds. Riley does mention I'm at 70 subscribers right now. So yeah, thanks for that.
Yep, 70 subscribers, man. I'm seeing it right here. I got you on my my tablet. That's we are. That's we're talking.
Yeah. H2 says I'm about to pass his subscriber count on NWF Adrenaline.
Damn. That's H2. That's rough, man. You gotta patch that one up and keep on walking, man. Come on, Spikey. Come on.
More subscribers, I think, with When Worlds Collide, will help him out. So Riley would also like.
He's like 5 months, man, and he's huge, man. Half pitbull, half lab.
So Riley says, "Hey Yankee, Pepsi or Coke?"
Pepsi, all the way. Fuck Coke. Drinks for pussies.
H2, like I said, says When Worlds Collide will change that. Hopefully, their subscriber count. I'm sure it will.
I'm sure, man. You could bring your 70 subscribers and go bring them with it.
Probably.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not shooting. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to be involved in this following, subscribing thing. Take me off of the screen right now.
Right? No problem. Hey, Sean says, "Hey Yankee, Pepsi or cocaine?"
Pepsi. Stay PG. Don't do drugs, man. Stay in school. I don't even. You believe it or not, I'm a clean guy. I don't drink. I don't smoke. So.
Devon says, "Yankee equals goat. Love always and good night."
Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of people tell me that. There was a comment that really like made my night when Best in the Yard released. I was reading on the comments, and one comment specifically caught my attention. He said, "Yankee is Best in the Yard," and man, that shit, bro, felt so good because there is a fan watching me. He's looking at me for my abilities, for what I do. Not just because I'm a heel. He's watching me because of my ability, what I do, what I could do in the ring. So I like when people are like that, man, because even though I'm on character and I don't fucks with that, on a personal level, it makes me feel good that people appreciate my talent. In fact, I'm going to give everybody here watching, when Best in the Yard, if you notice, I did the suicide dive. The first suicide dive, I went really far out. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
When I went far out and I hit Daniels, I told Daniels, "All right, man, I'm going for a second, okay?" And I'm pulling back the curtain a little bit, okay? Mm-hmm. I told Daniels I'm going for a second, but this time I'm going to go from the bottom. So he said, "All right, go ahead, go for it." So when I hit the ropes and I came back and I went from the bottom dive, if you actually listen carefully and you hear a big thump, mm-hmm. That was not me hitting Daniels. That was my knees hitting the cement floor. I actually tore my meniscus on that match. I was injured on that match. I'm still injured. I wrestle. I still have my foot, my knee, my left knee still hurts like a motherfucker. So go back in our match with me and Zach, and you'll see that the right moment I got injured, and it's very easy. I started slowing down real quick because I'm hurt. And if you look after I did that suicide and I hit my knees on the cement floor, I grabbed my knees and literally you could see me say, "Oh fuck, shit, that hurt." You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I turned to Daniels and I said, "Hey man, I'm hurt." Mm-hmm. He's like, "You good?" I said, "I'm hurt. We gotta milk the count a little bit. Let me refresh." But yeah, that match. I mean, I don't mean to pull out the curtain a little bit and tell you, but we take a risk. We take a risk on what we do, and we do it because we love to do it. We do it because the fans love to watch it. Right. I still finished the match. But Nevon could tell you, it was in the hotel room with me. My knees were swollen. They were bruised. They were black and blues. Um, I tried to stay away from the doctor for a minute, but eventually I talked to Daniels. He called me back and he said, "Hey man, you got to get that checked." And I said, I don't want to go to the doctors, man. I know what they're going to tell me because I know I've been there before.
Right.
I know that, it could either go away or it could stay. And my shit, my left knee is still there. It doesn't hurt all the time, but if I
Mhm.
tweak it the wrong way, it comes back instantly. So I'm afraid that I might have a torn meniscus. And if I have a torn meniscus and I need surgery on my knee to repair it, that I'm gonna be out of action, and I don't want to be out of action because I love wrestling so fucking much that I
Right.
want to be a part of it. So yeah, we do it because we love what we do. We do it because we like you fans, and we got to give you something to believe in. But we're putting our bodies on the line. We're putting our bodies on the line. We're putting our health on the line. I have a family too as well, so I'm putting my family on the line, and but it's something that we love to do. But
Right.
yeah, in that match, I got hurt, and you could see it. Go back and best in the R3. Go into my match. Go when I do the first suicide dive, I landed perfectly. When I go for the second one, I went too low and I missed the pattern and I hit the cement floor with my knees.
Yeah.
And thank God, I think it could have been worse. I really think it could have been worse because my knee pads. I had knee pads under my shorts, so I have knee pads. So I think the knee pads might have saved me a little bit, but I'm still hurt. You know what I mean? It just happens. Wrestling is wrestling, man.
Right. And it is. All right. So, Casey said, I think Navan might have been, well, we'll see if he was out yet, but it says, Navan, who you calling a goat?
I'm the goat. I am, man. I tell you what, man. Casey James, the original Casey.
Yes.
Um, he's been very good to me, very very good to me, man. Me and him, we growing close, and again, it's like Atlas. Me and Casey would sit down, we'll talk, and if we argue, 5 minutes later we're back, you know, talking to each other like nothing ever happened. He's me and him are very close, and I'm proud to have him, support. You know what I mean?
I will say this for the first interview I had him on, people might not have watched either one of the two I had him on that much. That many people might have because he had some technical difficulties with his microphone. But he did say, Casey James, that he would like to have a match with you at some point, as he's mentioned here tonight too. So,
Yeah, he's a great guy, man. He really is. He's a great guy, and I would like to have a match with him. So he's the man. If he books it, I'm there.
right at Mr. Awesome rather says, do you see yourself and or Murder Club entering the 2018 VTW Reunion Rumble?
Definitely, definitely. Uh, if the time is right, you know what I mean. If the time is right, again, VTW is a company that I like to go. It's a home away from home to me, and they're very nice to me. So of course, if the call is done and the time is right, I will definitely be there.
Right.
And not only me, I'm pretty sure more people be there.
And Riley Bates says, thank you, Yankee, you and me are brothers, man. Not really, but.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I like that, man. Thanks for the support, man. I appreciate
it. Devon, in closing, maybe, we'll see. Says, Casey James, go get you some cookies, motherfucker. I ain't got time for this shit. Bye bye. Bye, Vic, rather. Bye, everybody.
No, he can't. Hey, listen, Navani's gonna come back. He's just like Cameron. He needs to have the last word.
Right? That's what I was thinking. That's why I said maybe. Casey told him, Navon, don't you provoke me. I'll shove good vibes so far up your ass, you'll be puking rainbows.
I like that. I like that. That's awesome. But let me tell you, man, it's been a great experience, man. I'm gonna have to cut it short, man. I appreciate the time. It's definitely been a great experience to be here with this Q&A. The fans are amazing. Tony, your show is great, and your birthday is tomorrow too. Bro, celebrate that shit. Enjoy. Get you some big booty bikini bitches, like Nevan would say. Hallelujah and amen. You know.
All right.
Um, but it's been awesome. It's been an awesome ride. I think I was like in one of your first episodes that you ever did in the channel.
The early ones, yep.
Um, and I'm happy to still be a part of this channel and still come around and do shows for this great channel that's going up, man. It's going up in subscribers. No offense, H2. It's going up in
We
subscribers.
got a lot of yeah.
And I'm glad that you support BYW, because without you, there won't be no BYW, man. You're the reason why we do this. And to all the fans watching, man, thank you. I appreciate it. And now, in the words of Yankee TDM, ain't nobody needs you. Go somewhere else. Shoo shoo. Bye bye. This been Tony. Well, Tiger Talk Wrestling. This been Yankee. Mr. Tony, we going off? Are we going off? Are we going off? You gonna send it off?
Let me
How am I gonna send it off?
I'm gonna let you send it off, but let me just throw two things out there real quick first.
Go for it.
No, I will not be doing a Clash of Champions prediction show. I have decided I'm just gonna do the big 4 pay-per-views for WWE for prediction shows, and then other NXT takeovers. Otherwise, I'm gonna try and start doing some of the BYW ones, but that depends on if I can get people to join it. And H2 said bastard, LOL, to what you said. Again, I don't know when exactly the next guest will be. I know UWE Lockdown has an episode coming up next Wednesday. So I might have one guy from UWE on here possibly next week, Thursday, but definitely on Friday. We will be on here for the All-Star show at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't know how long it'll be, but we'll have several.
I got a question. Was Creed here?
Was Creed in the chat tonight?
Yes. No, was Creed in the show?
Everett Creed has been on the show. I've interviewed him just recently, yes. But he will not
Did
be.
you ask him about his neck? Did he find his neck?
I did not ask him about his neck.
But my beautiful wife showing up now. See? I gotta see. This is what I mean, man. My beautiful wife came here. I gotta get to work. You know what I'm saying?
I understand you. But yeah, like I said, we'll definitely be at 7 p.m. next Friday for the All-Stars show with Yankee and several other guys that have been a part of this. Even H2 has said he'll probably stop in for a little while as well. So we'll see who else makes it in there. And it should be a blast talking about the year in review pretty much for Backyard Wrestling. With that, I'm not even going to mention what they're saying in that. Samael says I got a match with Yankee. I thank you guys for, I see 1 or 2 happy birthdays out there. Thank you guys for that. I'm sure I'll have a great day tomorrow. Got some family coming down tonight or early tomorrow. That's gonna
some big booty bikini bitches.
No, none of that. But
damn,
I wish. But yeah, for that, I am out of here. Somebody did ask how many people are in the Murder Club. As far as I know, there's a lot of people that we don't even know about. So I'm sure
a lot of people that you guys don't even know. A lot.
But yeah, for that,
so we could say it could be 5, and we could say it could be 30. Who knows?
There you go. Navon says MC for life. Again, thank you for the happy birthdays. And I am going to close out here. This is where I say, this has been Tony. This has been Tiger Talks Wrestling. Thank you guys. Take a sign out, Yankee.
See ya. Hey, Tiger Talks Wrestling. Don't miss it. Subscribe. Hit that little, button right there that notified you. And follow him on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Yankee TDM, Yankee_TDM. And then follow Tony. Tony, what is it? Tiger with some numbers there. You have your whole
Tiger
cell phone.
1685.
There you go. See you guys. Tony, thank you for having me. Beautiful Q&A. Murder Club live long, man. See ya.
Bye-bye, guys.